Sure.
I pimp around.
The Rams defeat the Buccaneers to take on
49ers.
The 49ers.
I think you're doing a shoot.
That was another SportsCenter update driven by Johnny Londoff.
That was Iggy's Drops of the Week, presented by The Post.
Stay posted, my friends.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill presents Iggy's Drops of the Week.
It's okay to like yourself.
No, I mean,
you like yourself. You play with yourself. You like yourself.
I just think the gray and the pink would pop.
Oh, my God. There were some whores out, that's for sure.
I have so many irons in the fire.
How are you doing upstairs? Are you endowed?
Huh?
I would play with her hands.
What about Miss Wrinkled Sack?
Well, I might have misspoke.
Well, now they're not happy with Jackson as the poll is not functioning properly.
Is it? What's the beef?
Hey, you dumbass!
I didn't realize how bad I am.
I love boobs.
Mind if I just watch you have sex?
Huh?
God, there's so many things Lauren did.
She's special.
Hey, you know, so Kenny Stroh's got this fake cast he does. He said it was not going to be 60, man. What do you think about that?
What are you asking him for? He doesn't know me. Who's Casper?
Huh?
Oh, there's no question some are better than others. And we'll be the judge here.
Interviewed her, and she seemed enamored. There's only one person in this whole conglomerate of Hubbard that has their own line, and that is the Learn line.
I don't know that a lot of gals want a giant ass. What are you talking about? You're the girth guy.
We'll have the sex.
Huh?
But just so you know, I'm not joking.
Hi, Iggy.
I have a mild fondness for Prego.
Huh?
Sharing a boy martini? I don't know.
Guy could be the next Tommy Hilfiger.
I don't care.
But
I don't care.
Can you hear me?
Huh?
Thanks, ass. Get your shine box, Big Dallas Daddy, and bring your ass over here and shine my shoes.
Not beyond me to come do work. So was too good of a producer.
Winter Golf Guy is as bad as it gets.
Just don't lip sync. You know, do it live like Lady Gaga did. I don't know, that stuff doesn't interest me.
I mean, I'm not necessarily the easiest cat to have come to your abode.
Well, me?
Oh, even far away, that's fine for Daddy.
Huh?
That was Iggy's Drops of the Week, presented by The Post.
Stay posted, my friends.
Looking for the perfect spot for your next private event? Whether it's a baby shower, bridal shower, birthday party, or business meeting, Rosalita's has you covered. Enjoy the vibrant atmosphere in one of Rosalita's 2 exclusive private rooms with a customized menu that is perfect for your upcoming event. And if you're planning a date night, don't miss the lively mariachi nights every Friday and Saturday. Plus, Rosalita's gift cards make the perfect gift for any occasion. Come celebrate at Rosalita's, where every event is a fiesta. Learn more at rosalitascantina.com.
The Illinois Recovery Center is dedicated to providing precise and authentic care to those seeking help and treatment. Recovery, it's not just a goal, it's a transformative journey. At Illinois Recovery Center, you'll find an unwavering commitment to provide the support, guidance, and personalized care you or your loved one needs to rediscover a life filled with purpose, strength, and lasting renewal. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please call 888-472-9559 or visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com. Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I regret not managing my finances better in my 20s and my 30s, and now I see how crucial it is for achieving major life goals. Mark Hanna with Evergreen Wealth Strategies helps everyday people every day with their finances, discussing cash flow, liquidity, investments, insurance, and tax-efficient strategies. No matter your financial planning stage, Mark will boost your confidence and keep you on track. Learn more at evergreenstl.com.
Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, a broker-dealer and a SEC registered investment advisor. Equitable Financial Advisors and MI. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor and does not provide tax advice.
Elevate your performance. Pure Performance is your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications, known for their top quality work and outstanding customer service. It's officially Jeep and Bronco season. Pure Performance carries any accessory for your vehicle, old models to brand new. From sunshades, soft tops, trail doors, to off-road gear like bumpers and light bars, Pure Performance has you covered. Stop by the Pure Performance showroom at 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles or visit pureperformance.com. That's PURperformance.com.
Thinking about selling your home, but not thrilled about going public? Check out Compass's Private Exclusives with Jeff Lotman. With Private Exclusives, your home is shown to a select group of serious buyers. No public listing, no days on market, just real offers from real people. Their network connects you with top agents and qualified buyers, so your home gets the attention it deserves, without all the fuss. Selling your home can be simple and stress-free with Compass Private Exclusives, because your home is special. Call Jeff Lotman, your Compass agent today to find out more, or visit the Lotman Group online at JEFFLOTTMANN CalHuronThompson.com.
Listeners ought to check out Collier & Thompson, support the sponsors, and have the best contractors in St. Louis work on your kitchen remodel if that's what you want, or bathroom remodel, basement, wine room, whatever. Collier & Thompson does it all, and these are people that you can trust. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. That's not always that common for people in this line of work. They won a Torch Award for Ethics from the Better Business Bureau. Collier & Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier & Thompson, come home to quality. Online at collierandthompson.com.
Hey you, it's Dr. Pryor. If your mouth's been getting more action from late night pizza than it has from a toothbrush, it's time to come see me. At 100 West Dental, we know how to clean up your act and your smile. Whether it's overdue cleanings, a chipped tooth from a wild weekend, or just getting that fresh, I'm definitely not hungover grin, we got you covered. Look, we know you're not shy, so why shy away from getting your teeth right? Book your free consultation at 100westdental.com and let's give you something to smile about. Because hey, you deserve to be as smooth as Tim's golf swing.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Want to take on some legends of TMA?
Sound the same to someone who gives a damn about the best fans in baseball! Tired of it!
The show's so great. Will there be a little speaker system out behind the dumpster, so in case you're servicing me, I'll be able to hear my name?
Then nominate yourself to be this month's TMA Listener of the Month. And if you win, you'll get recognition and other stuff. Sometimes all you have to do to win the prize is be a female.
All it takes is one fake girl to just throw this show completely off course.
Give us your name, a photo, and other pertinent information at TMASTL.com. The TMA Listener of the Month Club, quenched by Milagro Tequila. Welcome to a brighter side of tequila with Milagro. Find out more at TMASTL.com. KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After on KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, and Action Jackson.
7:07 in St. Louis. You're listening to TMA. It's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen. Welcome to the Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt, Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. Collier & Thompson phone lines are always active on Wednesdays, kind of the middle of the week, and people assess the job we've done and the topics they want to hear about going forward throughout the remainder of the week. So today, you get to call in, 636-9004-TMA. And we've had 2 women call in here in the last week, so there's kind of a little buzz about this show becoming the ladies' station.
There's been a real shift just recently where women have taken notice that there are a bunch of hot guys here, and I think they want in on it, even the lesbians.
Yeah, pure lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
One in up New York way.
And the Baldwin beer bitch yesterday.
She was great. I liked that call.
Mm-hmm.
So she's your favorite for the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month. You know, there's only 5 more shows before we announce.
But I really liked Kara Blake's call, too. She had, I think...
That's the pure lesbian.
Yeah, hers was all over the place. Like, you're like, oh, my God, what you going to say next? She's like, I was a firefighter. I weigh 87 pounds. I was like, oh, my God. And then she said she was a bad gay. Like,
we like specifics like
that. Was good stuff.
636-9004-TMA.
And Sheridan Clayton has become a force on
she is.
Call in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why she hasn't called in, has she?
No. Okay. I don't know what she's waiting on.
Is that it?
Thank you.
We got
not getting any younger.
3. That's exactly
caller
right.
Ellen is a 4th.
She hasn't called in this month.
That'd be the
she needs to call in. Has she ever won the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month?
No.
Oh, can you imagine the anger on that?
Yeah, if Jake Reynolds, TMA kiss ass #1, God, Listener of the Month, caller Ellen getting it. People might revolt.
Watch the program. Interact with Friends of the Feather in the YouTube chat, youtube.com/TMASTL. 96 people just were waiting for us, Doug, right when the program went on the air, including John Scores, who says, happy hump day, fellas. It's 7:07 in St. Louis.
Is it possible these people just had their computer on this page overnight, and so it shows up as they're still listening? You know, they didn't close out the...
No, because the live stream only starts at 7 a.m. It's not like the live stream is constantly going.
Okay.
Although if you want to do a 24-hour stream, we can talk about that.
Oh.
That's a bad idea.
It's a big thing in the stream world.
No, I'm good the way it is now.
And then a bunch of people were waiting in the Schaefer Door Company text inbox. Jackson kind of looks like Carson Beck. Always seems like they just sniffed a toot.
Oh.
Carson Beck dug Georgia quarterback and Jackson Burkett. I don't really see the resemblance.
I don't
but
know
maybe
if I've ever seen Carson Beck without a helmet.
He's going to be in studio on Balloon Party. And then he's flying to Tuscaloosa.
He's got a... He might need to go visit our friends at St. Louis Hair Restoration.
Oh, no, really?
It's not... It doesn't look like it's thinning. It looks like it's receding.
Well, that's a bad sign if you're
Oh,
22.
yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Because...
Doug, you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I look like him.
I don't at all.
He's got a wide mouth.
Clip that off.
Gosh, why would you notice a gentleman's mouth?
Well, if I'm comparing characteristics, I don't have a wide mouth.
You don't?
And he does. So, But hair follicle-wise, we're brothers in arms.
Doug, if you could snuggle up to a famous actor in the middle of the night, would it be Parker Fennelly or Harry Holcomb? That's from Just Don't Press Push.
I don't know either of those two fellas.
That was sent at 6:41 this morning.
Who are those guys?
Jackson?
I'm not snuggling up to anyone.
What were the names on that? Parker Posey?
Parker Posey, correct.
She was great in Dazed and Confused.
Oh, brother.
Jackson gave his top 5 films of 2024 to date yesterday on Balloon Party, and God,
people were pissed.
Because they were lousy movies?
I didn't think, well, they're my 5 favorites.
They're art house films. That's the issue with this guy.
I picked Dune 2. That's like the biggest movie of the year.
Oh, gosh. How do you have all this time to watch these movies?
Me and my girlfriend go a lot of weekends.
You'd have to go every night to see all these movies.
I've seen 21 movies this year.
That's a lot of film.
Yeah, I rate everything I see. Shout out to Letterboxd. But 21 films.
That's a lot.
We're in late September. There's way more than 21 days, and so far
It's still a lot of movie going.
That's what I like to do.
All right.
I've been about as many movies as I've been to concerts.
You've been to 21 concerts this year?
Not quite that many. Maybe 13.
Damn, 13?
Well, there's one like every other day. I pick and choose. I'm trying to find this picture of Liv Maddox and this guy from Breaking Benjamin that looks exactly like Jackson, except for the tattoos. She posted, and I said, where were you backstage with Jackson?
You said on the Banty Brew can I look like a lesbian.
Liv said that?
No.
You said that.
Well, somebody told me they were critiquing the pictures on the can. They said Jackson looks like a lesbian.
How'd that feel?
I've gotten it before. I've been called Ellen DeGeneres pretty much since high school.
Here it is. Doesn't it look like Jackson a little bit?
Now, the listeners can't see that or hear that.
Jackson, it looks like you.
A little bit,
Let me
yeah.
see a little bit, Doug.
Okay.
Well, with sunglasses.
You have to trust me.
Sunglasses on, though, like a lot of people, you look like a lot of people if everyone's wearing sunglasses because you're cutting off half your face.
Oh, sure you are.
I have deep set eyes, much like
me too.
Deep set eyes.
much like an insect.
I do too.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. Look at this. I got caveman eyes.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, but it's
One
hot.
part of my family didn't evolve from like the
Oh, there, huh?
caveman era. Yeah.
Carson Beck, Papa, that's my QB. That's Alan Dadeville, and he's getting ready to go to Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
I'm really excited for that. We got both
That
those
and Penn
games.
State and Illinois at the same time.
That's gonna be. It's a whiteout too. Coach-led.
Oh, it is a whiteout?
Coach-led whiteout for Penn State.
Now, what's that mean? A coach-led whiteout?
I honestly am not sure.
But you said it.
I know, but that's just what I read. I read it's a coach-led whiteout.
I was listening to the Cover 3 podcast on that game. They're expecting a shootout. Kind of interesting shootout.
Illinois is just free rolling, right? Like they're totally free rolling at this point in the season.
Illinois wins this game, and all of a sudden we're talking playoff in Champaign, and maybe the Missouri Tigers coming in as a dangerous 11 seed.
But when you beat Kansas and you beat Nebraska, if you were to get one of those, you probably would have been happy if you were Brett Bielema and IOL. You're going into this tougher part of the schedule, kind of just like we are on borrowed time in a way, right? Maybe
I don't know. That's not a very optimistic way to look at it.
Well, I wouldn't want you leading my boys. I wouldn't want you leading my boys.
Well, if I was coaching, I wouldn't be framing it that way. But if I was an Illinois fan, are Illinois fans going into this Penn State game kind of free rolling? That's my question. I'm curious.
Probably relative to, say, a Missouri fan who the goal this year was playoffs. I can't imagine too many Illinois fans were thinking playoffs. But now that you're 4-0 and you've got to win against Kansas, which actually was thinking playoffs, not because of seeding so much as the Big 12 being wide open, and Nebraska was starting to feel it with a favorable schedule. Now you got that on the road in Lincoln. Hey, you know what you say?
What?
Why not us?
Yeah, why not us? Yeah.
And Penn State and
they're shaky.
Bowling Green have some injuries in the secondary. Maybe there's an opportunity. I don't know. They might be overlooking them. Yeah. But a wideout, a coach-led wideout.
Coach-led.
Nighttime at Happy Valley, like you could be a good football team and you go out for that first drive and it's so loud you can't even hear yourself think.
Brett Bielema talks about it. Doug, you want to hear what he has to say? Here's what he has to
Okay,
say.
let's hear it.
I also have something after this clip that
Just play this one. Hit the lever pail.
I'll do it when I damn well please.
Oh,
gosh.
my God. Doug, is that insubordination?
Come on, Ellen.
Go back that moment. It was such an incredible crowd. You know, I've been in the Big Ten a long time, but for me, as a GA, to see that for the first time was really overwhelmingly amazing. Right? It's kind of like a spaceship out in the middle of nowhere, and you know, there's dress. I don't know if they're going to be in blue and white or whatever they're going to be in this weekend. They're going to be dressed right, and it's probably going to be one or the other. I know they're calling for a whiteout energy, whatever the hell that means. But I would just tell you that like the part that really I think stands out is their fans are intelligent. They've got tradition, very similar to Nebraska. They've been doing this for a long time, right? And Penn State fans are accustomed to great football. I remember Joe Paterno hearing at a speech, like he was talking about uniforms. He goes, I don't like our uniforms. He said, but he goes, everybody knows it's Penn State, right? And I just have that in my mind of what this program has been built on. The people that have coached there, the success they've had. One of the greatest moments in my, I said that about jerseys, right? But I was with Nike, we were in Hawaii, and I come around the corner and Franco Harris is standing there, right? And he came to see Sue Paterno. Like, I was just like, that's the ultimate. I mean, Joe had passed, like, of a player to come over and see a coach's wife. I was like, whew, that's a sign of a program, you know? So huge respect for that. That's pretty cool.
You covered a lot of ground there.
Kept pounding on the table, right?
That was like a QFTA.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Doug, highlighted, of course, the uniforms.
Absolutely.
I know that's what got your attention.
Joe Pa had it right.
Now, what I was saying before Doug started yelling at me was that there was this Nittany Nationalist Twitter account.
Nittany, now you're down on Tiger Nationalist Twitter accounts. There's a Nittany Nationalist?
There was a Nittany Nationalist Twitter account who took that clip and then cut it off right here.
They're going to be in blue and white or whatever they're going to be in this weekend. They're going to be dressed right, and it's probably going to be one or the other. I know they're calling for a whiteout energy, whatever the hell that means. But
they cut it off right there, cut the clip off right there, and then tweeted it like Brett Bielema giving Penn State bulletin board material, and it has like 1.1 million views.
Oh, no way. Is that right?
Luckily, someone posted the full clip right under the tweet so that if someone was really being diligent, they could find out.
Happen. But what is the name of the Nittany Nationalist Twitter? Is it called Nittany Nationalist?
No, I bookmarked it. Give me one moment here.
Doug, do you have time? I'll tell people about the Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. Get new tires on my wife's whip today. Yeah, Ryan Seiberg,
Really?
Jamie Burkhardt and I were texting yesterday. Yeah, that's going on as we speak. They do wonderful work. Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour sponsor here on the program. Whether you're looking to buy or lease a new or pre-owned vehicle, you go to stlouisacura.com or altontoyota.com. And they are the presenting sponsor of Balloon Party, official automotive provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. How do you feel about a QFTA today, Jackson? I don't know. The weather's going to be nice.
Yeah, I can't do it tomorrow, so.
Why can't you do it tomorrow?
Leaving for Chi-Town.
Oh, Chi-Town stand up.
Yeah, going to Chicago.
You both out the next few days?
I am out on Friday. Jackson's out on Friday.
I'm
Chairman
here
Kurt says he wants it. You want it, right, Chairman Kurt?
Give me the ball.
That's all he wants.
I'm here for TMA and Balloon Party tomorrow, but I have to leave in the afternoon. I have to leave.
And you're going to a wedding?
No, friends' families golf tournament. In
Friends,
Chicago.
families, golf. Isn't it nice when you go to Ladue, you have your own golf tournament?
Yeah.
Well, this person didn't go to Ladue. He lives in Chicago.
Yeah, well, he went to Burroughs.
Owns a country club up there?
Yes, he does. He acquired Medina as part of his high school graduation gift.
Yeah.
Black sheep. No.
Should I call somebody to come in? Doug?
Well,
it's only me, you, and
Chairman, you said you want the ball, though.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Well, yeah, he can run the board, but there's still only going to be 3 of us, so I can see if Liv Maddox wants to come in, or maybe KG can call Perk.
Perks and Cali.
Yeah.
Perks and Cali.
Perks and Cali.
Did she move?
I don't think so. It seems more leisurely than anything.
Huh.
Doug, if you go to visitation, you just go to California and come back whenever you want.
Leisurely, I like
You
that.
go to Chicago and play on your country
Yeah,
club.
your buddy's
Yeah.
country club. Doug, what happened?
I'm just a middle class guy.
We're meat and potatoes guys.
Yeah. Salt to the earth.
Oh, yeah.
Roll up your sleeves.
Joe Six Packs over here.
Blue collar all the way.
Uh-huh.
Just wonder where the next meal's coming from.
Yep.
You don't wear a shirt like that and talk about stuff like that. Like you're
It's just a golf shirt.
Oh, but look how
He got that at TJ Maxx. I was with him.
yeah, right. Look at that thing. It's gorgeous.
Really?
Jackson really likes your shirt.
Okay.
Everything's
buy
for,
it if you'd like.
Everything's for sale, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what this means, but it's from the chairman, not Chairman Kurt, Chairman Stephen Wildwood. Truth about that can. Also, I took mushrooms in the form of candy bar whilst at the Grove this weekend. It was awesome. I talked it over with Noah Khan on the patio.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
Truth about that can. Also, I took those mushrooms in the form of candy bar whilst at the Grove this weekend. It was awesome. I talked it over with Noah Khan on the patio.
I'll translate.
That means nothing.
I'll translate. He's agreeing with that I look like a lesbian on the can.
Huh?
He took Cybacillin mushroom chocolate bar when he was at the Grove in South Florida, and he talked it over with pop country star Noah Khan on the patio.
You like that She Calls Me Back that he
No.
does with Casey Musgraves?
I haven't heard it.
Stick season is his big jam.
Who is this that texted in that?
That was
Chairman Steve, Milagro
Oh.
Tequila Listener of the
Okay.
Year, Chairman Steve. So many chairmen on this program.
Speak so we can all understand what you're talking about.
Maybe you still got the mushrooms through his system.
Tired of this code talk.
So he did mushrooms?
Chairman?
I don't know what it meant by it.
Yeah, that's what the text said.
You know, I can still buy those in a candy bar form.
I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of
I don't either,
narcotics
Doug.
out there.
I don't do
You're not
shrooms.
buying it at Walgreens, that's for sure.
I eat mushrooms. Sure I do. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, these aren't portobellos, my man.
Clip that off.
Don't talk down to me.
I
about
know.
it.
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
every day
That
you
was-
can talk down to
I
now.
know. That's. I gotta work on myself.
No, he needs to be brought down a peg.
Peg.
You like a good shiitake?
I do. Yeah, I like all mushrooms, but I'm not gonna. I don't know what the hell you do with magic mushrooms. You eat
You go to the Grove and talk with Noah
snort 'em,
Khan.
Sniff them. I don't know.
How would you know it was
Eat 'em.
Noah
And you
Khan
get-
if you're
you
that
get-
messed up?
Good
And you
question.
get
Maybe it
hot-
wasn't. Maybe it was just a guy with long hair and a beard and he thought it was
Or
him.
just a shrub.
Yeah, he could have been talking to a shrub in the Grove. Could have been talking to Lane Kiffin.
Yeah,
They beat Georgia Southern. That was a great game, wasn't it?
don't know.
they played nobody.
Happy Hump Day, guys, and birthday week, Tim. Make it a great week, and take care of yourselves. And Doug, ruin me.
Oh, stop it!
Thanks. That's from Big Tuft. He wants you to ruin him.
Ruin me.
Are you interested in ruining?
I don't even know what that means either. Stop talking in code.
I think you're pretty much ruined already.
Career.
Big
is-
Tuft or Doug?
Well, with a text like that.
Ruin me.
Jackson, you keep my state team out your mouth. That's from Bob Wagon.
Bob Wagon.
What's up with these people not like giving us the full context of what the hell they're talking about?
Because they're all talking in code.
I don't know what state you're from, Bob Wagon. Are you talking about IOL or Penn State? I have nothing but respect for both teams, except at the end of December.
Now, Jackson, your sweatshirt today says Spot.
Oh, yeah.
Is that more code?
See-Spot Run.
What does that mean?
I bought it at a thrift store yesterday.
So what does Spot mean?
Couldn't tell you.
Make sure we talk about that on Balloon
It was
Party.
$2.50.
You're shopping at thrift
I also got
stores.
these shorts, these pinstripe NBA shorts.
Orlando Magic?
They look like Orlando, but they're just NBA shorts. Also $2.50. This outfit cost me $5.
Look at this.
Yep.
A bargain hunter here.
Well, yeah, it's a good price.
Can't beat a good thrift store.
Well, I was going there because I'm moving next week, and I was looking for some furniture, some cheap furniture, or maybe even some cheap like framed artwork. And I just took a perusing through the clothes section and found these two little numbers for $5.
Okay.
A square deal.
What kind of artwork you looking for?
Anything really.
Need a Jenny Finch poster? Sorry, Eggs.
I was going to offer.
Is that what you're going to offer me?
No,
I'll
I've got
pass
a lot. I've got a lot of framed stuff at home that I don't have room on the wall. That it's like sitting in closets and
It's like an
stacked
art
against
gallery.
walls.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take
You
it.
want sports or?
Preferably not. I have a lot of movie posters, so I'm trying to grow up a little bit. And I feel like more sports posters are not going to help in that regard.
No.
What do you want in there? art house film posters?
Fine.
No, I have
landscapes.
I have that. I have plenty of art house film posters, but I don't have. What I don't have is like real people art. I have some, but not enough.
Why does this Jackson guy hate tradition and also Illinois? Dude's just such a hater. We get it, dude. You're moving. Stop shoving it down our throats. Hashtag free perk. Doug, that's from Colts columnist Brian Henson.
Okay. Now, where are you moving?
Brentwood.
Brentwood Forest.
In that
Brentwood
area.
Forest?
In that area.
You're moving
Oh,
to Brentwood
man.
Forest.
It's not technically in Brentwood Forest. It's in that
You moved to
area.
Brentwood Forest.
You're moving to that ritzy apartment complex across.
I used to
Brentwood.
live. I used to live
the
there.
Mike Denton Apartments.
I lived there when we were working at KFNS.
That's when you had real money.
That was flush.
Apartment or a house?
Hey, big boy.
Condo, which I think is.
You're buying?
Look
No.
at this guy, Doug.
No, I'm renting. I think I can buy this.
Well, sure. If you're spending $2 on clothing,
Yeah,
you might have
exactly.
some
You
extra
budgeted
cash.
it out.
People who
You
spend.
got a roommate, bruh?
No,
But you girl.
she'll spend plenty of nights over there, but it's just my place.
You guys going halvesies on this rent?
No, she's not living with me. It's just me.
Interesting. I'm going to call, see what happens on the turn. I'm not sure where he is.
I don't know how to prove it other than I guess
He's got ace queen off. He's got ace queen off.
No, it's just me.
Jack, I won't lie to you.
There's a jack on the board. I'm going to call.
You're gonna have to. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take those chips from you, Tim.
So you're
It's
leaving.
not over.
You're leaving the city to go to the county.
Interesting. Why do you hate the city?
Yeah,
I don't.
And Illinois.
I don't. I'll really miss the
In
hill.
tradition.
I've loved living on the hill the past. I mean, I've lived there 2.5 years. It's been great. But
Brownwood's a great city.
yeah,
You're close to everything. I mean, the highway's right there.
Yeah. Well, I've lived in Brentwood before. It's great. I've loved living on the hill. So I'm just a guy. I'm not a hater at all, as Brian Henson labeled me. I love to love.
Do you really?
I try to.
Well, maybe you'll win some posters if you come out to the charity thing I'm doing.
Segue.
We have 5 posters framed that this guy donated for me. One of them is really cool bullet.
A bullet.
The movie, like
The
Steve
movie
McQueen.
Bullet, Steve McQueen's on the front of it.
That's a cool poster. I've seen that one.
There's a Three Stooges poster of them on the golf course. Laurel and Hardy. Was it Laurel and Hardy that did the Who's on First?
Abbott and Costello.
Abbott and Costello. That one, and one of the guys got a St. Louis jersey on.
Yeah, there were the St. Louis Wolves, right? That's the bit.
I think so. Yeah.
Nice picture of Jackie Gleason from the Minnesota Fats movie.
And you said this charity thing you're doing. What is
I
that?
don't want to mention. I don't want to piss off masturbator.
Oh, for heaven's sakes!
Hello, la la la.
Now he's living in your head.
No, I'm just.
Yes, he is. If you don't want to mention, he is.
I like to take care of the listeners.
Okay.
2004 called, and they want their posters back. Posters are the Hoosiers' kiss of interior design. The Hoosiers' kiss. Don't we have a witch's kiss? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, when your balls drop in the water.
And that's Sweet Sweet Kai. He has big balls?
Long balls.
And how are you aware of that?
He always talks about it. I've never seen him, to be fair.
They're not round. They're long.
It's not like, when I say like big balls, I'm not saying like he's got big, meaty clackers. I'm talking about like just they're long, like the sack is long. At least that's what I've been told.
Oh.
Do you want a framed 3x5 of my hog for the new house, Berkey? That's from Sweet Sweet Kai.
3x5.
Balls.
3x5 is not going to cut it. If you're gonna do it,
It's like a postcard.
Hale always talks down to Illinois. It's sad. That's from Fish the People, who is a 618 area code.
Not in the slightest. I was just curious.
Mm-hmm.
Me talking about another school outside Mizzou is not me talking down to them. Sorry.
Okay.
Movie posters? Okay, Dawson, I'll cuck you like Pacey did. That's from Recovering Alcoholic from Belleville in Webster Groves.
I acquired most of them when I worked at the movie theater. We could take the posters after.
Oh, nice.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. When they're done, when the movie no longer plays there, they just give the stuff to the employees?
The posters, yeah. But it's not like I have them like on a thumbtack. Like I have them, they're mounted on like a piece of, looks almost like cardstock. Boy, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a thicker cardstock kind of thing.
Cardboard?
Essentially.
Oh, so you're walking in tall cotton.
I guess, yeah. I'm wearing an outfit that cost me $5.
Yeah. $5.
Half a sawbuck.
Mm-hmm.
My money is Jackson's moving further west to be close to his old ball and chain. That's from Hoosier Daddy.
Just closer to everything, really.
But is that part of it?
Not necessarily. Close to the work.
I would recommend calling.
Close to the work.
The old ball and chain.
If I had my druthers, I'd still live in the city.
Well, then why don't you?
Because this place, I got a great deal on this place, and I really like it. I like the people who own it. So it's a lot nicer when you know the people who own it as opposed to like a management company when it comes to renting.
Oh, sure.
Not like relying on maintenance that may or may not come. Knowing the person, having their phone number, that's a big asset to me.
You got a pool at this big condo?
Brentwood Forest does, but I don't think I have admittance to it. But
so you are in Brentwood Forest.
Look at me, Doug. Do I look like I hang out by pools a lot?
Well, it'd be nice to have that option.
Did you email John Kioski and he found this for you?
He did not, no. I did my own recon.
Jackson did his one lease in the city so he can check the relatable box and always talk about his, quote, days in the city. Suffer here for 30 years like a man. That's from Todd Reesing, Doug.
2 leases, 2.5 years, but I guess facts don't matter.
Oh, Jackson, right back at the former Kansas quarterback.
Hey, listen, I'm just gonna if an incorrect statement's made, I'm gonna correct it.
Chris Raby's active. He says, if you had to choose one, would you rather hang a Three Stooges poster in your place, a Jenny Finch poster in your place, or immediately jump into the Mississippi River? That's Chris Raby.
I go Three Stooges, I guess.
You collect baseball cards.
Chris Raby collects baseball cards?
Yeah, what are you talking down to people that have movie posters?
No, I don't
They didn't know Chris Raby was a baseball card collector.
No, I didn't.
I've got a Wade Boggs rookie. Is that Donruss? Is that how you said it? Donruss?
Yeah.
83? Is that 82 or 83?
I don't know the years, Tim.
See what Raby wants to offer me for it. Nice. I'm in business.
I'm not sure Donruss is that big.
Well, that maybe makes it more elusive. Maybe I'm sitting on a fortune here today.
It could be. Yeah, I don't expect we'll see you the rest of the week.
Nice. Woot woot.
83, I would think probably tops rookie cards were what people wanted.
Well, we'll see what offer Chris Raby makes me.
And
Jackson, get back to the clown on Twitter trying to drag Bert through the mud. What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what that means at all. Bert, maybe Brett?
Okay, that's possible. This is a 618 text.
Okay, yeah.
So you ever give the Nittany Nationalist?
Yeah, it's at _sup Caroline.
And this is a Nittany Nationalist?
Yeah, she's a nationalist, which is fine. But
And by nationalist, you just mean a hardcore supporter of his team?
her, and there's a hardcore supporter.
So this is like a real life woman, or is this one of those things where a guy acts like he's a woman because then a bunch of people simp for and send DMs and try to get laid?
Impossible, really, to tell.
No, I didn't know if there was.
But it's a woman in the profile picture.
Tim, depending on the grade of it, if it's in good shape, anywhere from $250 to $400.
Take that, Doug.
Really?
Yeah, but ball so hard.
Well, the grade is everything. If it's in perfect shape, like it just came out of the box, then it's valuable.
There we
if
go.
it's almost anything else, it's not.
Yeah, if it's a 9 to 10, you can get top price for it. If it's anything other than that, they might go from $200 to $20.
Yeah, if that.
There's a guy who called me. He's got like 1,000 pieces of memorabilia in his basement. I mean, he's got a pair of Muhammad Ali boxing gloves. He's got a pair of Joe Namath spikes signed by Joe Namath. I mean, he's got so much stuff in this basement. And he wanted to know what it's worth. I said, I can't tell you. I said, you got to get it all authenticated. He said, well, that's expensive. I said, yeah, but you're not going to sell any of this without it being authenticated. So he said, well, can you come over and look? He said, if you come over and look, I'll let you take a couple things for your charity. I said, well, it's worth me to come over and look for that. I still don't know what I'm going to be able to tell you. He says, well, will you look? I said, I guess he just wants me to come over and say hi to him, I guess. But, yeah, if you don't get it authenticated, especially with autographs, it's worth absolutely
So
nothing.
you're going to go over to this fellow's Rathskeller?
Yeah. I may have a pair of Muhammad Ali gloves for Cowable.
Oh, we have to get them authenticated.
I'll get them authenticated.
How?
I have a friend in the business.
Oh,
but that's just a couple of things. Yeah. If he's got 1,000 things in his basement, it's going to cost him a fortune to get all this stuff authenticated.
Yeah. That's the thing with the baseball cards. If you have to like send them away to get them graded, and that costs sometimes as much as the card is worth.
Doug, we're cutting into the margins.
Yeah.
Well, if Raby just wants to Venmo me $350,
You'll take that.
I'll take that, and that Wade Boggs Donruss will be on his doorstep. I didn't know he was a baseball card guy.
Yeah, I had a bunch of boxes that I didn't know I had from like Jay and I were doing the collectible show, and we had a deal with the Upper Deck. And they would just send us like boxes and boxes of cards. And they were in my trunk, I think 94 hockey cards and 94 baseball cards. So I just asked Raby, I said, you want them? I said, I'm not going to do anything with them. I don't think there's anything good in any of these. So I just gave them to him.
Nice. All right.
So he said, yeah, I collect them.
Okay.
Tim, you may have a buyer.
Yes, things are happening for me.
Wade Boggs.
Yeah, Wade Boggs. Kind of a slap and Judy guy, but his 3,000th hit was a home run. Remember that?
He was not an early draft pick. They said, well, the guy can't run, doesn't have a great throwing arm. We don't know if he has a position. He got drafted rather late and became a Hall of Famer.
See the guy that ate fried chicken before every game?
Some sort of chicken. I don't know if it was fried.
Yo, hey, I do like that friendly chicken, though.
I do, too. I haven't had it in years.
Today on Catfishing Ken, someone tries to lure old man Strode to their basement with offerings of goods for charity. His second biggest weakness, second only to emails to negril111@aol.com about pretty Afghani princess being held hostage by pirates in need of social security numbers and iTunes gift card. It's from Brian Henson.
No, it wasn't Catfish. It was a friend of Brian McKenna's, and Brian reached out to me and said if I would talk to this guy, can I give him your number? And I said, sure.
This 53-year-old is bringing candy.
Did you bring my M&Ms?
Oh, gosh.
I'm older than 53.
The girl sounded like she was 10.
She probably was. It was on that show.
Yeah.
HG2 radio producers and renting. A tale as old as time. Also, why didn't Jackson just move into Iggy's complex? Figured they could carpool to work in Filoni's after fishing for loose women. That's from glove blogger Tom Traven.
Had you thought about that, moving in with Iggy?
Like moving into the same place?
Yeah.
No, you don't want to do that.
Sharing the apartment.
Separation of church and state.
Yeah, plus, you wouldn't want to live here.
Why not?
You hear me talk about it, don't you?
No, I don't know.
Oh my God, it's poo.
If this is a guy buying $2 sweatshirts, he might want to save $1 with his rent.
No, you don't save $1.
Well, you'd share the expenses.
So it's overpriced.
I'm good.
I'm only moving. I only signed a new lease because they only raised it $20.
Okay. Just want you to be happy.
Morning. This guy told me to come over, but I'm not going to go over there. But he still wants me to come over. And that's the end of the story.
I guess you weren't listening.
Pastor James Hahn.
I guess you weren't listening. There was more to the story than that. I wasn't going to go over, but if he's going to give me 2 things for an auction, I'll go over and take a look.
Are you going over or not?
I'm waiting for him to text me to give me an address.
Okay.
I said, just pick a day and a time you want me to come over and text me your address. And he hasn't done it yet.
No.
Maybe I was getting catfished. I don't know. Maybe he's just lonely and he's a big fan, wants me to come over and see him.
Yeah. I've been heterosexual all my life, but this guy lured me here. Oops, I guess I'm gay now. Do you think that scenario might play out?
Well, if I can get a couple things for the auction for it, I'll think it over.
If he has a hole in the side of his house, run.
A hole in the side of the house?
Yeah, outdoor glory hole.
Oh. God.
Dude's got a Roger Maris signed baseball.
You can't have an outdoor glory hole. Think of the rodents that would get through there.
The least of your worries. With the rogue,
that'd be a big worry.
Rogue weens.
There'd be no weens. There would be mice, squirrels, raccoons.
Voles.
Voles could get
I like
in there.
that, voles.
Yeah. Oh, they'll find a way.
Is Jackson going to bring in some of his stuff to give away in the break room? That's from Chairman Steve, and he's in Wildwood, Milagro Tequila Listener of the Year.
No, what I've realized now, moving, I guess this will be my second move in 14 months.
Wow.
Is I don't have a lot of stuff.
That's good.
Yeah.
George Clooney up in the air.
Very much so. Or Neil Macaulay in Heat, De Niro's character in Heat, had no furniture in his beautiful Malibu home.
Yeah.
But I like outside of my bed, my desk, my television, nothing, no real big items, just a lot of small crap.
I got the opposite problem now, where I've collected 6 decades worth of stuff.
Yeah, and you've lived in a home for
when I drop
40
dead,
years.
and my kids are going to say, "What do we do with all this crap?"
Right.
I've saved it and saved it and saved it. Don't need it. Don't use it.
Bequeath
Still
it.
won't get rid of it.
Bequeath it.
Bequeath it. I like that.
Don't use that word with me.
That was a nice word.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Chairman Steve. 3 times I brought things into this place and put it in the table. First time I brought in like 6 vintage bowling shirts. They were gone in like 5 minutes. I brought in a bunch of CDs. They all disappeared. And I brought in cassettes, and they all went except for 3. So the things I bring in, people like. Trash it all you want.
There you go.
Well, you let him have it right there.
Chairman Steve, the action's back on you. Collier and Thompson phone line, 636-9004 TMA. Or maybe you want to email in and see if you can track down Kevin Miller. I mean, this guy, this is fun. I'm happy for him. Yeah. A win today for Kevin Miller, and he clinches at worst a sudden death playoff with Buck Swope on Tuesday, October 1st. I mean, that's the power that he has today with his stories of his good friend Butchie, who was very promiscuous in the 1980s in the South County area. So fun to see a guy like Kevin Miller really come into his own here. And I'm anxious to see what he does for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Design Air is online at designairservice.com, the official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. That's Seth Goldcamp, Doug. And you're a client, and Iggy's a client, and I'm a client, and we think the world of Seth and his business and recommend him to our audience by going to designairservice.com if you have any HVAC issues. The forecast in St. Louis, well, it's going to be rather cool. As a matter of fact, I see a week from today a high of 69.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, about time to start looking at that heating.
Oh, Bill. And then, now we've gone from all this rain in the forecast to just rain on Friday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, weekend's supposed to be nice, almost nice 80 on Sunday. Sunny.
But Billy Joel and Sting play on Friday, right?
Yeah. Nope. Bad beat.
Hopefully it's daytime rain and then it clears up by nightfall.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Looks like the Hawks going to be up too, so it's going to be cold, windy, and rainy.
Perfect for an outdoor concert.
Yeah.
Or ball striking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they'll play. I'm sure the stage will be covered. Fans will be wet, but Billy Joel and Sting will be dry.
I've noticed ticket prices are dropping, and I would imagine that's because of the forecast.
How much are they, the good ones?
I mean, like the absolute best right in front in the middle. I think like in the $350 range as of yesterday.
It's not too
to see Billy Joel.
It's not bad, actually.
Yeah. Took it now, but they're dropping.
I may just go over to Biff's and sit on the patio and listen.
Was Biff having a party?
He always has parties when there's a concert.
Nice.
Have you been invited?
He invites me every time there's a concert.
Oh, okay.
You ever been to a concert at Busch? It's pretty fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool atmosphere to see a concert.
No,
you went to Def Leppard and Motley Crue, I remember?
No, I went to Luke Combs.
Yeah.
Luke Combs.
And Laney Wilson was with him.
Yep. Some other guy.
Riley Green.
Yeah, that's right.
Now the seats in A4, Doug, that's right in the middle up front, down to $275.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
Well, they're dropping because of the forecast.
I'm not even sure they were that much when they... I think there were more than that when they went on sale. So they're probably less than face value.
Yeah, they're dropping, Jack.
I really don't want to see him that bad.
Is this the tail end of Hurricane Helene we're expected to get?
I think that's what it is, yeah.
That sounds right.
300 levels, 225 apiece. That's from Bob Wagon. Bob, if that's your listing, you might want to...
Bill's House of Tickets.
You might want to drop that. The listings in the 300 section I'm seeing, let's see, right, I'll go right behind home plate. 190.
And that's probably primo for 300 level.
But then there's on the home plate area in the green seats, but maybe that's not as desirable because you're even with the field.
You'd be like having to look over the people standing up in front of the stage. Because they have all that room with a diamond, because they don't let people go on a diamond.
But the stage is a little elevated.
Yes, 100%.
Jackson saw Debbie Gibson at Busch. That's from Total Package.
I didn't. I saw first country concert.
What was that again? That was Luke Combs?
Yeah.
Laney Wilson.
First and last.
I saw Kenny Chesney there, too, a couple of years ago.
Shorter than you think.
He is?
Yeah, he's short.
Well, I didn't really measure myself up against him, but
I
was just impressed that at his age, he's got to be 50-something.
Yeah. Perfect. The only way to get old whites downtown is Billy Joel and Elton John. That's from There's a Goose Outside.
Okay, knock it off, Goose.
With Sting and Billy Joel, you know there's going to be a lot of stepdad action going on. That's from the 636.
Yeah, that's dad core right there.
I was so ashamed.
Dad core.
I was so ashamed of myself this weekend at the Mizzou game. I kept looking around and noticing, boy, there's a lot of May-December romances here. There's a lot of sugar daddies walking with beautiful young girls. And then I realized, wait a minute, it's Dad's Day at the sorority.
That's right.
Dad's weekend.
That's right.
Just because of this darn show, I'm thinking, boy, there's a 60-year-old guy, and look at his beautiful 20-year-old girlfriend.
But when you
His
think
daughter,
more likely because of this show, you would see an older guy and his son walking around and think it's some sort of May-December romance.
well, I still haven't got there yet.
You'll get there. It'll be great. Could you imagine thinking Noah Kahan's country? That's from the Loomster.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jackson.
I equate this to the people who get mad at you for what steak, like temperature steak you eat.
Yeah. If you don't eat it rare, you're ruining it.
You think Noah Kahan's country? Who gives a damn? He kind of is country. I guess he's kind of pop. I don't know. Singer-songwriter, whatever you want to call him. You understand the point.
You like what you like.
That is insufferable.
In relation to Sammy Kahn?
I don't believe so. Mainly because I don't know who Sammy Kahn is.
Yeah.
Doug, will you be my dad at Dad's Day? That's from 0 days since yanking it to
No.
Pitbull.
No.
Now, did you see any dads walking around thinking they were hooking up?
I didn't really
That
notice
crossed your
that.
mind?
No,
What if
that
those-
didn't.
What if those two dads are hooking up?
There was just a whole bunch of 50 or 60-something-year-old fathers with beautiful young girls, and I kept thinking, what's the sugar daddy situation
Yeah.
like?
And what's
wait a
Clayton look
minute,
like
come
this
on,
weekend?
It's the father
Barren
daughter
wasteland.
story.
Yeah, Clayton had tumbleweed going through.
That's right.
Didn't you bring a wardrobe of trash clothing, some of which is still lying around your studio because after Plowsy said he'd take some to make you feel better, you refused to take the smoke-infused homeless garments home? That's from Beer Cats.
No, I brought him in for Plowsy.
I don't know where they went. 'Cause
I took them.
You took them, Kurt?
Yeah.
What are you doing with them?
Might do an unboxing.
Oh,
You should make a quilt.
An unboxing of my clothes.
An Iggy quilt. That would
Yeah, wouldn't that be
an
cool?
item, yeah.
Take the golf shoes home?
No, I didn't touch those.
They're still sitting right
I'm
below
taking
my
those
feet.
home. I mean, they're
You
good
can have
golf shoes. I don't know why you didn't take them.
Noah Kahan is hot garbage. Loomster listens to bands that no one cares about. That's from Flip Wilson.
He's pretty popular.
Noah Kahan is folk pop pale. That's from Junior the Juice Man, and here we go.
Okay, yeah. Everyone, hold on.
No, that's
Prod Joe listens to Noah Kahan. That's from South City Otis.
Button me. Button me.
Counting Crows, I thought, was Prod Joe's band of choice.
I'm gay.
Yeah.
yeah, Swope
And he
is the one.
hated Rascal Flats.
Swope's the one who listens to bands that nobody's ever heard of.
Buck Swope takes a shot.
Doesn't he go to like Pearl Jam like a couple times a year?
Well, he mentioned Pearl Jam.
Why would anyone care what someone else listens to?
Well, you bash a lot of the songs that get played, Doug.
'Cause we played some horrible, horrible songs.
Give me an example of one.
Almost everyone we play.
I was thinking about playing Glowworm today, but now if you're
Wonderful.
going to keep it up with that attitude,
That's
that
a
might change.
great
my-
song.
Well, here's 2 days ago. Quick Sunday turned down to Louisville to see the War on Drugs, the National Kyle Matson.
What are we talking about?
This Swope, the last 3 concerts they went to.
Doug, that's Buck Swope's social media post.
Never heard any of him. Now he did see Story of the Year, which I know. I think Moon was a founding member of that band.
We had a guy in our show from Story of the Year. Brought in his drumsticks.
That's right.
Remember him? Autographed drumsticks.
Yeah, I think Moon was in that band back in the day.
Is that right? Really? Greek Fire is what was his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's been in like 7 bands. I gotta check. I thought it was Story of the Year.
Noah's only famous because of our Midwest Princess Chapel. That's from Todd Reesing. Jackson, you're Noah Kahan.
T-O.
Why are you stuck on Noah Kahan exactly?
I'm not. I liked the song Stick Season.
I like
It's a-
James Caan.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Had shoulders like shoulder pads in football. You know, real broad shoulders on that Jimmy Kahn.
Really?
Yeah.
He was
Our
an
Jewish
elf.
king.
Elf.
What?
He was
an
an elf.
Okay, I heard you. He's
Guys,
an
did I
elf.
just hear the golf shoes are still in the break room? Good Lord, that's from Johnny Mardukas.
No, they're right below my feet here under the desk. Here, I'll
So they
display
really
'em.
are? Oh, well, that means you're going to have to touch them.
Iggy, you brought in golf shoes and put them under Jackson's chair?
I gave him the Plowsy. Never took him home.
Plowsy's been gone for
A little seasoned.
He's gone since March.
A little seasoned.
I never took him.
dirty golf shoes.
They're Adidas. Well, what do you expect? You think I was going to wash them for him?
Why don't you just throw them away or
They're good golf shoes. They're like
give 'em to
$100
Goodwill-
golf shoes.
Give them to Goodwill or something.
Well, I'll take them home.
Doug, we got a title sponsor. Would you tell me who it is?
It's Brown and Crouppen.
Yeah.
And they don't want your golf shoes either. But they will take your case if you have a potential personal injury lawsuit. If you've been injured due to someone else's negligence, Brown and Crouppen is there to serve you. You don't need to wear golf shoes. They will not be wearing their golf shoes. They'll be wearing, I don't know, wingtips, whatever lawyers wear. They've been around St. Louis since 1979, and they've grown to become one of the largest personal injury firms in the entire Midwest with more than 250 legal professionals on the ready to serve you. Here's how the whole system works. If you think you have a case, first step, call Brown and Crouppen. First step, I guess, is think Brown and Crouppen. And then, after you've thought about them, then you call them at 314-222-2222. They'll give you a little consultation. They'll talk it over on the phone, maybe bring you into the office if they think that's necessary. You get a free evaluation. They work on a contingency basis. If they decide to take the case, there is no upfront cost to you. If you don't get paid, they don't get paid. They've been paid more than $1 billion in compensation for their clients. These guys are simply the best. If you need justice, Brown & Crouppen is there to help you get it. If you think you may need Brown & Crouppen services, call them. Here's the number again, 314-222-2222, or you go to brownandcrouppen.com and make sure you let them know you heard about it. Here on TMA, the choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertising. Past results are no guarantee of future results, and every case is different and must be judged on its own accord.
There it is, Brown & Crouppen, title sponsor of TMA. Callier and Thompson, phone line sponsor, 636-9004 TMA. And Schaefer Door Company, text inbox sponsor, 314-881-TMA5 is how you can text into the program, and Design Air online at designairservice.com. Our email of the day sponsor. We are in the Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton, Toyota. 7 o'clock hour, and Mentality has been with us since almost the very beginning at Hubbard Radio. Mentality, if you're dealing with low energy, low motivation, weight gain, muscle loss, if you see you got belly fat going on and you're feeling bloated and a lack of lean muscle and tone that used to be easy to get rid of or maintain, these can be symptoms of low testosterone. Mentality is a local healthcare facility specifically dedicated to helping men feel and perform at their very best. Even if you've tried testosterone before, not everyone understands the blood chemistry on men's bodies, and that's where Mentality can help. The normal range for testosterone is large, so if you've been to a doctor and they told you that you were normal without understanding the range or testing your free testosterone, it was not fully looked at, come get checked with Mentality. Online at lowtusa.com. That's Mentality at lowtusa.com. Doug, you wanted phone calls on a Wednesday?
Okay.
You got them.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Listener of the Year from 2023, presented to you by Milagro Tequila, Chairman Steve in Wildwood.
All right. Hello, Steve. Steve. There he is. Okay. Hello, Steve. Steve.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, we hear you now.
Am I having phone problems again? Is it bad?
No, you sound fine.
That's okay.
Okay. All right. How you guys doing?
Well, we're fine. We're absolutely okay. How about you?
All right. You sound charged up, Doug.
Oh, well, you're just kind of on a delay. We keep waiting for you to
I'm sorry.
It's some hot
I'm
takes.
a little foggy.
Okay.
A little foggy. 3 days down at the Grove got to me.
Yeah.
63 holes. I did meet, I took those candy bar mushrooms, but they're not like psychedelics. They're like just happy pills, happy whatever. They were fun, though. I enjoyed it. It's like weed on steroids a little bit.
For heaven's sakes.
Doug, you'd enjoy it. It's fun.
No, I wouldn't.
It's a good environment to take it in because, you know, you're just kind of all alone in the middle of nowhere.
You were all alone down there?
Well, I mean, not many people are there at night. So, like in the evening, like you have the whole golf course to yourself and like they get ponds there and we were fishing. Then we were just kind of hitting balls. Then we had a putting contest. Then, you know, there's a fire pit out there, play bags. But then in the morning, when I woke up, I was working a little bit at the desk, and I look out the window, and there's a guy out there hitting balls, and he waves to me. So I walk out. I go out there, and he goes, "Sorry if I woke you up. I'm just out here shanking some balls." And I said, "Oh, hi, my name's Steve." And he said, "My name's Noah." And I'm like, "Oh, you're Noah Kahn." He's like, "Yeah, I am."
Oh.
And so we had a little chat. I was talking to him about taking the mushrooms, and he was like, "Oh, the candy bars?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he was familiar with them. I don't know what his genre is. He kind of goes all over the place. Like he did this song with Zach Bryan. I guess people consider him country. But then I say he's more pop. I kind of like him though. He's good. I think Iggy would like him. Have you heard of him, Iggy?
I haven't.
Stick Season, really good
Listen to
song.
him. Stick Season, Dial Drunk. Does a song with Zach Bryan called Sarah's Place. That one's good. I mean, and then I'm sure people hate that I like him or something. I don't know. He's just a really nice guy.
Okay.
And then we were playing. MJ was there 2 of the days, playing with Dwight Freeney among others. And then we were playing yesterday, and JT and Ricky Fowler played through us.
They weren't happy with your pace of play?
We just let anybody through. We had like 6 people in our group. For some reason, they don't need 4 caddies. I don't know why they don't. But,
Well, there's not a lot of foliage out there, right?
Oh, the rough was really bad because they were closed for like 3 months doing some remodeling stuff, and so they hadn't really been mowing the rough. I mean, I was in that crap all the time. I could not. I wanted to break 100 the last day, but I missed a putt to do it. So I was right around 100 every day, but it was rough. Plus, it's fairly long for me. I think a lot of the courses in St. Louis that I play are shorter, and there's penalties for hitting it too far. So, but Ricky has the course record at 60.
60.
Yeah.
60.
He shot 100.
And he lipped out a chip on an approach on 18 for it would have been a 59.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was it just him and Justin Thomas playing, or were they playing with like 4 other people too?
No, there were just 2 of them. They
Just
just
the 2 of
flew
them.
right through us.
Just getting work in.
Yeah.
One card. Doug?
Yeah. Okay. And then who else did I see there? Oh, there was a founder of BET, the Black Entertainment Channel. He was there.
Johnson? Is
It's
that his
been
last
weird. Yeah. They call him Bobby J, I believe.
Tervis Parrish says JT is a scumbag, whiner, bad guy.
Oh, gosh.
I kind of told him that. Yeah, I just went up to him and said, hey, Tervis Parrish thinks you're an ass. So we didn't appreciate it. But no, just imagine, though, just having a whole golf course to yourself from because most people leave at like 3 o'clock.
Well, what is this golf course, and what was the reason you were down there?
No, my neighbor's a member.
Okay, well, see, we don't know that unless you start the story with things like that.
Everybody knows that, Doug. Everybody knows
I don't know.
Well, what do you mean you say the course yourself? Because it sounded like you had a 6 and everybody was passing you.
Not everybody's. Those are the only 2 people who played through us.
Oh, I thought you said you were letting people go through all day.
Oh, no, just them. I mean, they're pretty good, too. So, we had I think all 6 of us are at least a 15 handicap. So, it's slow motion. Yeah. Plus you're drinking.
Oh, sure.
And
Mushrooms.
they're handing out edibles and all that stuff, too. So
black tar heroin.
Yeah. It's nice to have the 4 caddies up there finding your ball for you.
It sure is. Yeah. Sure is.
Yeah. But, no, and then everybody plays. Well, you can't play. If MJ's there, you can't start until he goes out. So if he goes out about 9:30, then you go out after that. And
wait a minute, nobody plays on the course until Michael Jordan plays?
Well, he owns it.
Oh,
Doug.
okay. Well, I didn't know. I don't think you said that.
Doug, that's common knowledge. Come on.
What, you just started talking about your golf game. I didn't know where you were or who you were playing or what the occasion was.
I'm kind of, like I said, I'm foggy. It was a long flight home, and I'm just kind of trying to get back into it. I haven't had enough coffee yet.
Okay.
So.
But you're kind of framing it like we asked, for a detailed breakdown of your weekend. I don't mean to be an ass, but you kind of just fired up the phone and started talking.
Isn't that what I usually do?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. Usually it's a call and response kind of thing. This was just response.
That's a humble brag. Nothing wrong with that.
You think it's a humble brag?
It's fine.
Is it a humble brag, Iggy? I mean, you tell us what a cuck is.
But that's fine. If you played the Grove, that's kind of a big deal. Nothing wrong with that.
I think it's cool.
That's a total humble brag. I'm talking about it as a humble brag, basically. I'm on that. Okay. I mean, but if anybody else went there, I'd want them to call in about it, too. It's kind of a cool experience.
When you said the Grove, I thought you were at Mississippi going to a football game or something.
Okay, Doug.
All right, well, you didn't explain it. You
That's what I thought, too. That's what I thought, too, the first text. I'm like, oh, Georgia Southern game.
Yeah, I thought that was very fair, to be honest with you, Chairman.
The only thing that shocks
Really?
me is that as
But
elite as this club is that they let Sixums play. I mean, there's not,
they let anything
there's not a
play.
club in
Bruce
St.
Park lets
playing-
fivesomes play.
That's true.
Well, it's normally we had
Play
eightsums.
play in t-shirt and shorts too. You can play in anything, and it's a weird place. I mean, but it's cool. But they let fivesomes and sixsomes because you got 4 caddies and they move it along. I mean, we still played every round in under 4 hours.
Well, I mean, it's uber private, right? Like, I mean, there's at most probably, 30 rounds played on that day?
I would say so. Yeah. There's more. I would say there's probably 10 workers per person there. You know, it's crazy. Like if we want beer or drink or cigarettes or, you know, a lighter or anything, you just like tell them and it's there.
What does this round cost you?
Rather not say, Doug.
No.
It's expensive. It's expensive.
So you're comfortable with calling in and talking about flying private and playing Grove, but you are uncomfortable with
Southwest.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
You flying to Lottie Dottie? Doug, watch this. Lottie Dottie.
Yeah, I hear that.
What's Lottie Dottie?
Fort Lauderdale?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's where we fly into. And then it's like an hour and 15-minute drive from there.
No.
But you
you and Mr. Licks are friends, are you not, Chairman?
I've met him a couple of times. I don't know if I'd say friends.
Okay. Now, he says literally everyone at this point has played Grove 23. This is not a flex anymore. It was cool the first couple of years. Now it's kind of lame, honestly. LMAO, imagine thinking playing the Grove is a humble brag. Mr. Licks.
Gosh.
I really should have guessed Licks has never played there.
You don't think he's played it?
No.
I don't think so either. Also, I mean, it's just different experience. Like a lot of people have played it, like for a day, but to stay there and do all that, it's a different experience. But whatever. I mean, I was just relaying an experience. It's okay. If nobody wants me to talk about it, that's fine. I won't.
It's fine.
Damage is done.
Yeah.
It just took a while for us to put all the pieces together because you just started like in the middle of the story instead of I was in Florida at the Grove at Michael Jordan's court. Then we would have had a little bit better perspective on what the story was about.
Well, Doug, I'm running on fumes here.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't have called in.
All right, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Because I sent in some texts that were kind of cryptic, and so I was just trying to explain it, but obviously I'm not doing a good job of explaining it. So I apologize
No,
for that.
you're fine. You're fine.
Licks is just bitter that he hasn't played there, unlike Steve and I. That's when the Warson Woods Wacko. Sounds like the Warson Woods Wacko has played.
Yeah, we've talked about it. Yeah. I mean, it's weird. You know, some people, like, I'll wear the hats and stuff, and then some people, it's just like when you wear it, Tim, every once in a while. Well, the one you have is like the big, bold 23 on there so people can see it. You know, but I'm sure when you wear it, a lot of people ask about it, right?
I've probably been asked a few times. Yeah, I think the one time I saw you at that Halloween thing, I was wearing it now that I think about it. I guess I've worn it on here. I don't know.
Kind of a if you know, you know kind of thing, because it's just Roman numerals.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a significant amount of people who know about it, I would say. You know, especially if you're traveling, you know, but it's definitely interesting. I don't know. I thought it was a good story.
It's a nice little story. No, nice little story.
All right.
I think the core principle that you are now learning that we have all learned from doing the show for a number of years is the audience doesn't like when people are happy.
Yeah, that is true. There is a lot of that. But everybody I meet is so nice. It's like what Iggy says, too. I think Iggy experiences it on another level, obviously. But everybody's real nice. You know, nobody wants me to die or anything when I see them. Now,
by and large.
Nobody's ever said that to you in person.
Hey, Steve, nice to meet you. I'm looking for you to die.
I want, like, we should do the mean text thing or mean tweets. I would love, like, Mosaic to do the mean tweet thing. I think that would be so hilarious, reading what the Beefibbers have to say. But whatever, they're setting up the stage down there too. So, are you going to the concert, Tim?
thinking about it. We were hoping to go out of town this weekend, but we're not going to. So now it's kind of, if it's going to be pouring down rain, I don't think that'd be a real pleasant way to spend an evening, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm worried about Evolution Fest, too.
Yeah, that's a tough spot if it gets all muddy. I mean, even if it isn't raining on Saturday, it's a tough spot if Forest Park gets all muddy. Yeah.
It happened last year, and they were able to. It wasn't that bad though, but there was a lot of rain right in front of it, but it wasn't crazy muddy. So I don't know. It's disappointing though if it's raining like that because like last week the forecast looked perfect.
You just start to yawn right there.
Yeah, seriously.
You just start to yawn right there.
Boring you, Steve.
I'm boring myself. So
which artist are you looking forward to seeing most at Evolution Fest?
You know, I wanted to see Jane's Addiction, but I think they canceled, right?
Yeah, they're done.
Be on there.
Yeah, they're done.
I want to see
replaced
Elle
with
King.
Tom
I've
Morello.
never seen her.
Who's that? I'm sorry. Oh,
I've
Elle
never
King.
seen
Yeah,
them.
Elle King. Yeah.
Elle King.
Are you a fan?
I like.
I don't know who that is. Elle King.
Elle King.
You'd like her, Iggy. You'd like her. She's kind of poppy, kind of country-ish. She does a little bit of everything, but. You know, there's artists always, like last time when we went, there were artists that we kind of discovered while we were there, and we enjoyed them. You know, even though maybe one or two songs we enjoyed. I just like being outdoors, hanging out. It's great people watching. There's a little bit of everything there. So
yeah, I would suggest getting there early. I mean, there's bands you want to see, like I want to see Billy Idol, I want to see Killers, I want to see Beck. But there's so many bands that you find. Listen to them all. I found the band Plush that I'd never even heard of. That was opening, I think, for I think it was Nine Inch Nails, Breaking Benjamin, Bush, and then they opened. I said, I don't even know who this is. And it was an all-girl band. So I went into the watch. They were fabulous. They were fabulous. They do Barracuda better than Heart does. But you find these little bands that open for a lot of bands you never heard of before, and they end up being decent bands.
Yeah, plus over there, like, you know, it's like you go there's two stages, and there's always someone playing, so you just walk to the other stage and come back to the other stage, and you know, just go back and forth. And there's like little shops and food and drinks and everything. Cool. That sounds like someone yawning too. They're bored by me also. But I'll let you guys go.
Okay.
But sorry I didn't relay that story very well.
But no, it was a fine story.
I thought I was coming in with some known facts, though. But oh well.
Well, it was a fine story. We always
nobody can take away the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Year 2023 title.
They might try to. I don't know.
They might.
Who's going to be 24?
Who do you think? Who do you think is chairman? I mean, you're an astute listener. I don't know. I feel like Buck Swope's won this year, hasn't he? Mm-hmm. Okay, I think Buck Swope's live.
Very live.
This Kevin Miller's on his game.
Yeah, Kevin Miller's playing really well right now, though. He's in form.
2-time fan page member of the year.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Then you would have 2 OLP and Vianney High School graduates as Milagro Tequila Listeners of the Year.
How about that, Doug?
What's OLP?
Our Lady of Providence.
I don't discount this this thing. If Tim does that party again, that was awesome.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What party is that?
What party?
Tim Burkhardt.
Oh.
Tim Burkhardt. That was
Milagro Tequila party.
He came down here.
But you have thinking about me, and I'm like, I don't think I've been to a party in like 20 years.
More information on some of your stories.
You can't say Tim's party and expect us to know what.
I don't think I was at that one.
Everybody was invited. I'm telling you that I'm having trouble. But
mushrooms.
like the brain is not firing like it should.
I would go take a nap if I were you.
I'm gonna have to take one today, I think. But I got appointments all day. That'll keep me going. Okay. But I'll be in bed early. Maybe I'll call back when I'm less tired next week or something. But no, Tim Burkhardt came down. He had Rosalitas. He had tequila tasting. It was a sweet setup. The only thing is the game. It was a day game, and it got rained out. There were a lot of people here, though. It was awesome.
Okay.
A lot of ladies?
I don't know. Yeah.
Really?
No. I didn't invite any ladies at all. I said, don't bring a lady in you know. I didn't, well, you know, it's either a guy party or a gal party, you know, sometimes. And it was a day game. There were a bunch of gals on the 8th floor, so we went there.
Oh, we're there.
Yeah.
Rosalita's has an 8th floor.
I had the DeWitt's Carlton.
Yeah. I'm telling things that are probably, not understanding.
Yeah, it's
The 8th floor is where the pool is. There's a bar down there in our building. Okay. Yeah, it is. But if he gives that away again, I'll host the party again if they want.
Oh, that's nice.
There you go, Doug.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. We enjoyed it. It was a lot of good times. Blasi came by. Well, who came by? No, not Blasi. He didn't. Sorry. I am all over the place.
Okay, we've been here a long time. We good?
Everybody's talking code today.
It was a fun call.
Right.
Go get your appointments done, take a nap, and rest up.
Thanks. Iggy, October 11th. Keep it on the calendar, buddy.
11th? All right.
11th.
I'll put
it's getting closer now.
I'll put it down and see what the weather looks like.
All right, brother.
All right.
All right, guys. Good luck with the move, Jackson.
Yeah, thank you.
And Tim, happy birthday.
I thought you were going to say I was moving.
Tim Jugs, Tim.
Thank you, Chairman.
All right. I'm gonna get back to work.
There he is.
Well, all
Back
right,
to work.
Steve.
Chairman Steve, that gets our Milagro Tequila Listener of the Year right there. It was a clinic.
It's just sometimes when you tell a story, you got to give just a little bit of background at the beginning so that we're all on the same page with it.
I legitimately thought he was down at Ole Miss this past weekend.
I did too.
He's kind of like your funny uncle who you talk to, and then 2 minutes later you have blacked out and he's still yammering about something, and you love him, and he's great.
Oh, sure.
But boy, can he yap.
Yeah.
Steve, go take a nap and don't wake up, you humble brag dork. That's some 0 days since yanking it to Pitbull. Steve, you have nothing to hang your head down for except this is the worst call of the year, and your rambling dumb story was a colossal waste of time. You're Riverside at best. That's from Mr. 63011.
Oh, my.
I had sex at Steve's party with the Florida Flower. That's from the recovering alcoholic from Belleville and Oyster Groves.
All right, don't let Cletus know.
Yeah, that's cheating.
Florida Flower.
Cletus got cucked.
Cut this dork loose! That's from the 314.
Yes.
He tried to end the call 5 minutes ago, and yet he's still going. Shut him down! It's from Scissor Me Timbers. How is this the same guy calling in with the screaming hot take mic drops? That's from the 636. Yep.
Speaking of Florida Flower, we have a segment that plays on the All Day Skeleton, Sinbad All Day Skeleton, and it's like the origin of Florida Flower.
Oh, yeah?
And it's so funny because you guys coming to the realization that this guy just randomly agreed to go to Florida with Cletus, and now they're taking pictures in the nude. This is so funny, dude. It's so funny.
They all went through with it.
I was sitting over here the other day just cracking my ass.
And that was PGA National too, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So funny. Florida Flower.
Get this Zillow appraiser off the air. I can smell the credit card debt this trip put him in. Some Jackson's lone wispy pube.
I think Steve's got it like that.
No, I think Steve's doing all right.
Yeah. He's got it.
Yeah. That's a good business. You just look at the comps and tell them what your house is worth.
Right.
Steve has sent in a response to all these hate texts. I'm swimming in raw sewage, and I love it. I love it, Doug. Leslie Nielsen, 1988. He was talking to O.J. Simpson, wasn't he?
I believe so.
Naked Gun?
Oh, okay. I was going to ask what the context was.
One of my coworkers who, dabbles in sapphic play, knows Steve and calls him Uncle Steve. That's from the Concord Caulk.
Oh.
I think we need the Concord Caulk to call in.
In Concord Village?
I believe so. Is that a hotbed for lesbianism?
It's a hotbed for white guys, I guess. Concord Village, right there by Lindbergh High.
I think that was one of Seymour Butts' relatives on his Showtime Family Matter or Family Business. Uncle Steve was like his sidekick in that show.
And this is Stag?
It was about the stag industry, yeah.
Oh, of course.
But his mom helped run the company, and he had a son. His Uncle Steve was his partner, so kind of a family affair. But Maury Posa got a lot of airtime because he's dating her.
Maury Povich, Doug. Remember? Current Affair?
Married to Connie
Chung.
Yeah.
Maury Posa.
Maury Posa.
Same guy?
How old do you think Maury Povich is?
Maury Povich, 77.
78. What about Maury Posa?
Maury Posa is a porn star. She's probably 40.
Maury Povich, I'll say 77.
I'm going to go over 78. And I know it sounds like I'm Price is Right, but I think
exactly what you're doing.
But I really
it's in the ballpark.
Might be 80 though.
79.
He's 85 years old.
Oh,
Wow.
Still doing the show?
I believe so.
You are not the baby daddy.
Is he really still doing the show? That thing's still going on?
I believe. No, it ended in 2022.
Connie Chung still with us?
Connie Chung is still with us.
Must be.
Yeah,
78.
she's on Balloon Party.
She's 78?
Correct. She looks like she's about 50.
Yeah.
Tim, any big plans for Friday on your birthday yet? It's your birthday in 3 days. That's from Scott's Wrinkled Ballsack, but not his wife. And I would actually say it's my birthday in 2 days, but I guess he put 3 days right there.
He might have sent it in yesterday.
Counting today.
No, that was just at 8:13 a.m.
Huh.
And I guess it's his way of, like, implying.
He'd like to see you at the Peninsula.
Yeah, I don't think I'd do that. I guess if there was a guaranteed MFF, I think I would probably make the
No,
trip.
he's thinking MMF, the more popular one.
You think so? You think that's what it is?
Well, technically, your birthday's like in a day and a half if you count midnight on Friday.
Think about that, Doug.
That's even closer. It's even more exciting now. What are you asking for?
Lesbianism.
A donation to a certain charity?
No, lesbianism.
I see.
Always
Oh,
lesbianism.
Okay.
The Sapphic
Something a little
Foundation.
more selfish.
Sapphic Foundation, 501c3.
I don't think it does. It must be the economy. I don't know. Or maybe it's just been up there for so long now. But when Facebook first started that, I think the first year I made like $2,900. And the second year I made like $1,300. This year I made like $350.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
made it?
Well, for the foundation, you can, for your birthday, you're collecting money for, I always put the Mega Mara Foundation up there. Like 3-4 years ago, almost $3,000 were donated. This year it's like $270. I think it's the economy. People just can't give as much as they used to.
Right. Probably so.
I wish my birthday was Friday. It's from Total Package. Tim, can I drive back and celebrate your birthday? We don't have to see one another necessarily. I don't know if I'm worthy, but I would like to at least be in your vicinity for that special day.
Stop it!
Thanks. And God bless you, and God bless America. It's from Brian Henshin. And they got a huge game this weekend, too, don't they?
Well, he won't be covering it.
Local broadcast hero Tim McKernan.
He's on the badminton beat.
Yeah, I'm glad you agree with me now. You're starting to come into my thinking.
Tim, where should I have Ash delivered to you guys on Friday? Olive and Oak again? Louis? Indo? I can get the reservation. Rights? Thanks. That's from the recovering alcoholic from Belleville and Worcester Groves, who's delivering his wife to me? He's delivering her?
Gosh.
Is that trafficking?
It sounds like it is, yeah. Kidnapping also.
People love that Sado. It's right by me on the hill.
I've been.
It's yummy.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
What do they have?
It's sushi, right?
Yeah. Sushi, sashimi.
Right across from Charlie G, those.
What was that
on the hill? Yeah.
Well, I guess I've been to Indo.
Indo.
I've been to Sado.
Yeah, they're the same company, the same
Right.
chef, I think.
Kind of like Louis and Wrights.
Right.
Matt McGuire, the University High School. Has anyone told Iggy that he doesn't have to clear his throat during every sentence? It's not like a requirement or something. Jesus.
Oh.
It's from John Lithgow's Harry Henderson. Doug, do you hear the throat clear? Are we just blocked out from the breathing and the...
Every now,
No, you do.
I never hear the breathing.
I hear Doug doing it, but he mutes his mic whenever you
I
kind
try
of
to,
rumble your throat.
Rumble?
Well, that's what I describe it as.
Rumble it.
It's because people that use Facebook are all over 60 and beginning to die off. Adios, you old effers. That's when I shaved my balls for this, yeah?
Gosh, I guess he means that about his parents, too.
I shaved my balls for this,
Adios
Colin.
to your parents. About time he died off. Is that what he tells his parents and grandparents?
The action's back
Probably.
on you. I shaved my ball for this. It's my mom's birthday weekend, too. We have a Paul Manos resi on Saturday, but I can transfer it to Anna Marie's name if you'd like. That's from Mr. Big Cream. So many offers coming in.
Yeah.
And we're still, 48 hours away.
I know.
And I'm guessing you'll weigh these offers and choose the best one.
Consider them. Consider them.
Yeah, Anna Marie can do that. She can call Paulie Manos. Yeah, do you have a reservation for Mr. Big Cream? We're taking his reservation.
It's been transferred. Anyone who opens up a sushi restaurant on the hill should be tarred and feathered and paraded through the streets. They did it to the Irish when we tried to move down there. That's from the Shrewsbury Seat Sniffer. Is that what they did? They tarred and feathered the Irish?
Must have.
It's very popular. People are always talking about it, raving about it.
Get out, McLuhan.
Yeah, they're in an ash bag. That's from I shaved my balls for this. Yeah, bro.
Talking about his parents, likely.
I thought that was in reference to the recovering alcoholic's wife,
Ash,
whose name's
right.
Ash. Yeah.
Right.
God, you just can't. I can't follow the show. Doug.
Everyone's talking in code today.
I know, just a little more context. 5% more context, and we could really just start soaring.
Are these sushi restaurants you're talking about, are they about the only restaurants on the hill that aren't Italian?
There is Rockstar Taco. If you remember, they did some food for the Dotem. That's right there on Shaw and Kings Highway. And then there is another little spot in the hill, but most of the time, almost certainly, it's almost all Italian.
Yeah.
Is Carnivore still open?
Carnivore's still open. So, yeah, they serve pasta, but it's more of a steakhouse. Great brunch. But that would be another one. Good call, Chairman. Other than that, it's all Italian.
Plowsy's dog guy's not happy with I shaved my balls for this for making fun of Facebook. Yo, ISMBFT, you are wrong. My 20 and 21-year-old daughters are all up on Facebook these days. It's kind of like a cool retro thing to them.
Yeah, it will make a comeback in that way. There will be kind of like a... Because when all the olds take on Facebook, then the youngs go to Instagram and TikTok, and then when all the olds get on Instagram and TikTok, then you go back to Facebook. It's,
Are the olds on TikTok now doing old things?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. They're growing numbers.
Then what are they doing?
Well, I think people much like yourself, Tim, who thought TikTok was one thing.
I thought it was moms dancing
Right.
right after the divorce looking for attention.
And that's there. Let's not beat around the bush here. That's there. However, it's much more than that. And I think people are discovering that and like
I can't get enough of it.
removing the stigma from it.
Yeah.
And now it's super popular. So eventually I think that there will be it's kind of like a wild goose chase. Like once the olds go on Instagram and TikTok,
The youngs move away.
or like go like even further back and just start writing letters.
I think
Sound off section.
no one's going to write
Yeah,
letters.
They'll be on Tiger Board.
I think the youngs are more likely to always be looking for the next best thing, be more willing to change, going from Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, Instagram,
Something else will
okay,
pop up.
TikTok or something.
Yeah.
And the olds are more likely to find something they like and just stick with it.
Sure.
Guys, Eli Drinkwitz was on 101 talking about Mizzou uniforms, and he gets banty.
I have the audio of it.
You actually have it?
Matt Rocchio texted me that
Talk
he
about
was
this,
on.
Matt Rocchio.
And
thanks,
he
Rocky.
texted me that Drink talked uniforms and that I would really like it and Doug would really like it. And so
How
he
bad they were?
And he saved it for me. So we have the audio.
Okay.
So you can just hit the lever and hear it?
Yeah, it's open right now.
Well, what are we waiting for?
I thought maybe we would tease.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Look at that.
I think maybe we tease
Look
it
at
to
that.
the next segment.
I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, and there's Luke Skywalker.
You guys are on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Sir Alec Guinness over there.
Alec Guinness. Mark Hamill.
Okay, well, I hope he
I
came
don't wanna
out
be Mark Hamill.
strongly.
What's wrong with Mark Hamill?
Yeah, he's kind of gone over the edge.
With what? I don't even know what's going on.
That's not my concern. It's that he just wasn't very good.
Oh,
Great-
really?
Great voice
Wow,
actor.
Mark Hamill getting lit up for his performance in
Like,
Star Wars.
incredible voice actor, but not really a great actor.
Wow. This guy sees film just in a way I don't.
Not a great actor.
He's not like a great screen actor, but he's a really good voice actor.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. He played the Joker in a bunch of the animated stuff in the video games, and he's outstanding.
Oh.
But not a great actor, in my opinion.
Okay.
Tim, it's my anniversary this weekend, but I think my wife would rather spend it with you. That's from Fancy Mayonnaise.
Fancy mayonnaise? Is there such a thing?
Yeah, aioli. Like an aioli is fancy mayonnaise.
Why?
I don't know, because they're adding different stuff. Dill.
What are they
dill.
adding?
They're adding dill.
I bet it's just in the marketing. It's probably the same stuff.
It's not mayonnaise. If you get like a garlic aioli, it's not mayonnaise. But it's certainly mayonnaise based.
Well, then it's mayonnaise.
All right. It's fancy mayonnaise.
Tim Burkhardt of Milagro Tequila has texted me, Doug. He's the one that was the Tim Chairman Stephen Wildwood was talking about it in his phone call that will probably be in the skeleton, I would imagine. And he says, while Sato is quite tasty, for me it's still Indo over Sato.
Okay. I've not been to either, but they sound good.
I've been to Indo. I have not been to Sato.
I haven't been to either, even though I live.
Even though you live right there.
I live. It'd be a 1 minute walk.
Mr. Lick says Sato is one of the only good restaurants in his town.
Oh, come on.
People love it.
He also says, of course, Kami Jackson is pushing TikTok on us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're in tight with the red Chinese, aren't you?
Yep. Whatever makes it easier.
Love Jack.
Mark Hamill has gone down the route of Howard Stern. Just a woke loser. That's American Essential.
You didn't need to text that in. We knew what your thoughts were.
Is that what the deal is? Mark
Yeah,
Hamill's
he's
like
got
a
way
political guy?
crazy left.
Oh, is
yeah.
that right? I didn't know that was going on. Where is he? Where is he talking?
Oh, I see him on X. And
Oh, okay. You follow him?
No, it just pops up.
Oh,
Someone else
does it really?
retweeted or whatever.
Can this cinephile put away the caviar and stop talking down to us? We get it. You're Brentwood ballin' now, Berkey. Don't forget your roots, though. Just a year ago, you were still a balding degenerate who waited 48 hours for anal. It's from little Tommy Tribbins out in the parking lot.
He called you balding degenerates. Ouch.
I'll get over it.
Did he say degenerous, as in like lesbian?
No, Ellen DeGeneres.
Or would you say degenerate?
DeGeneres is an Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah. You said you were an Ellen DeGeneres lookalike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tim is an idiot. Some Caleb Madrick stepdad.
Nice.
Sato is the best sushi in town. That's Tony Big Toes.
Okay. When I go to the Hill, I want Italian. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If you live in that area, like, it's nice to have one or two other options.
Yes.
But I love all the Italian food on the Hill.
Yeah.
Jackson bashing Mark Hamill. He has enraged the 40-something parents' basement dwellers. That's from Swayze, parentheses, possible burner.
I said he's a really good voice actor, but, like, the first 3 Star Wars movies are kind of hamstrung, no pun intended, by Mark Hamill.
Really?
Oh, he's, like, compared to Harrison Ford, it's like night and day.
Oh, yeah. Well, Harrison Ford would be one of the great actors of his generation.
100%. I love Harrison Ford. That's it. But when you like put someone next to like him that is just not in the same ballpark, it's kind of glaring. Like if Han Solo actor was like bad, you'd be like, all right, it's not that bad. But because it's Harrison Ford, it's like, oh my god.
But it seems like the appeal of those movies are the special effects and the weird creatures that are there. You don't really pay much attention to the acting of some of the
ingenuity was first of its kind. I mean, laid the
Cut that
foundation.
off. I like that. Ingenuity was first of its kind.
All right. Is Iggy dancing over there?
No, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh gosh!
You're doing my legs start jumping like this.
You're doing the pee-pee dance.
Yeah, I'm kind of just stretching my legs back and forth.
Okay.
All right, we'll have Eli Drinkwitz's, I don't know what he's going to say about the uniforms, but apparently he talked about the uniforms,
Like
and this
2
just
minutes.
happened on 101 ESPN. Really?
Yeah.
Dog, this could be your greatest moment.
He should have. They look
Comprehensive.
horrible.
I can't wait to hear this. All right, this is coming up on the other side of the break. Send your emails in for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Fisher Window and Door Store, 8 o'clock hour starting in about 6 minutes. This is the morning after, presented to you by Brown and Crouppen.
KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Thinking about selling your home, but not thrilled about going public? Check out Compass's private exclusives with Jeff Lotman. With private exclusives, your home is shown to a select group of serious buyers. No public listing, no days on market, just real offers from real people. Their network connects you with top agents and qualified buyers, so your home gets the attention it deserves without all the fuss. Selling your home can be simple and stress-free with Compass private exclusives because your home is special. Call Jeff Lotman, your Compass agent today to find out more, or visit the Lotman Group online at JEFFLOTTMANN.com.
Ready to step your game up to the next level? 5P Academy is the place for any high-level 8 to 18-year-old football player. Based in O'Fallon, Missouri, we have national travel, 7-on-7, and flag football teams with professional coaches. Pre-registration for our 2025 season tryouts in November is open now. Come be a part of the championship-winning 5P family. For more details, email info@5pacademy.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
Listeners ought to check out Collier & Thompson, support the sponsors, and have the best contractors in St. Louis work on your kitchen remodel, if that's what you want, or bathroom remodel, basement, wine room, whatever. Collier & Thompson does it all, and these are people that you can trust. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. That's not always that common for people in this line of work. They won a Torch Award for Ethics from the Better Business Bureau. Collier & Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier & Thompson, come home to quality, online at collierandthompson.com.
Billiken Nation, this is your head coach, Josh Schertz.
We want everyone to know SLU is for the Lou. So get your tickets now for as low as $125 or experience the excitement up close with 100 level seats for $540 by visiting SLUBillikens.com today. The 2024-25 schedule is a competitive one. The full slate will consist of 19 home games, including traditional rivals Dayton, VCU, and Loyola Chicago. Pack Chavis Arena to show the nation SLU is for the Lou. Buy your tickets now by visiting SLUBillikens.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I regret not managing my finances better in my 20s and my 30s, and now I see how crucial it is for achieving major life goals. Mark Hanna with Evergreen Wealth Strategies helps everyday people every day with their finances, discussing cash flow, liquidity, investments, insurance, and tax-efficient strategies. No matter your financial planning stage, Mark will boost your confidence and keep you on track. Learn more at evergreenstl.com.
Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, a broker-dealer and a SEC registered investment advisor. Equitable Financial Advisors and MI. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor. It does not provide tax advice.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
Hi, this is Chris Pondoff from Illinois Recovery Center. As someone who battled alcoholism and addiction for 20 plus years, I understand the dark places you can find yourself stuck in. Alcoholism and substance abuse takes a heavy toll on your body and your mind, but you can overcome it. Start your journey to recovery at the Illinois Recovery Center, a rehab treatment center that provides comprehensive and customized rehabilitation addiction treatment. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, please know that there is hope. Visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com today.
And Levi. Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Hey, if you like the morning after, check out Balloon Party on 101 ESPN. HD1, by the way. It's sports talk with Tim McKernan and Action Jackson from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. each weekday, right after the morning after. It's the worst named show in the history of radio, but the content's pretty good, so check it out on 101 ESPN or get the podcast on the TMA app. KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis.
It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After.
Oh, Jackson, you gave in.
Gosh, this is good.
It's been a little bit since I played it.
Fisher Window and Door Store 8 o'clock hour.
And I love Doug, and I want him to enjoy some tunage.
He attacked your music.
But that's how we,
That's your love language?
more or less. But, when they go low, we go high.
If you don't like this, you're just a bad person.
How about that? I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can tweet that out. Get some engagement, probably.
I think it
Fisher
sucks.
Window and Door Store. This hour brought to you by Fisher Window and Door Store, providing you with quality American-made Marvin windows and doors. Visit their showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, Illinois, or online at fisherwindow.com, FISCHER, window.com. Call in, Callier and Thompson phone line. Stephen Wildwood did, and it was great. 636-9004-TMA. Text in Schaefer Door Company. Text inbox 314-881-TMA5. Email in for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today. That's going to come your way by 9:50. And then we'll go down the hallway, and Jackson and I will deal with it. And then I think we'll QFTA it today.
Sounds great.
Sound story in there at 11.
We won't QFTA it.
Well, we go satellite studio.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. All right, T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. Send them in. Like an erotic story.
Boy,
It's a birthday
would you
gift.
like one?
Can I get that? That's all I want.
Real or imagined? Doesn't matter.
I mean, I tell myself they're real.
I mean, it's 8:30 right now. We won't do the podcast till at least 11.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2.5 hours to craft an erotic story. Hopefully one from your memory and not one from your imagination.
Right, but they're good either way.
Right, just, whatever.
A lot of them have wound up with vomit play.
Vomit or piss.
Hot scat play?
And listen, we don't kink shame.
I do.
But try to tailor the erotic story, if it is imagined, to one of the two of our preferences.
What's your preference?
Tall women.
Tall.
Oh, look at that.
How tall?
Is your mole tall?
No.
Huh, interesting. I wonder how she feels about that.
But it's kind of a running joke. But yeah, tall women.
How tall?
5'10", north of 5'10".
Wow, look at you.
But this is crazy scenario.
And then is that for breeding reasons? Are you trying to breed?
No, yeah, D1 babies. No, it's not it's like I only like women who are tall. No, not the truth at all. My girlfriend is not tall, but she's wonderful. Big fan. And so
why are you trying to sell Doug on that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to say because I say I prefer tall women, not prefer, but enjoy tall women. That's not like a shot at women who aren't 5'10".
Is that right?
Right.
Okay.
Just covering all my bases, Doug.
It's not going to go over well when you get home, Doug.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. All right.
Well, I do enjoy those old tales from the club.
Caller Luke.
Caller Luke.
Yeah. We haven't heard from him in years.
What's going on with him? Maybe he's a man in love. All right, Jackson, we deep tease this. We got to deliver on our time spent listening promise. Missouri head football coach, Doug calls him the head ball coach, was on the opening drive on 101 ESPN, I guess about an hour ago, from what I gather. And I don't know if it was Randy Carricker, Dan McLaughlin, Brooke Grimsley, Matt Rocchio, but someone on the program asked him about the uniforms. And our listeners told us he got banty, so much so that Rocchio sent the audio to Jackson without you even asking.
He texted me that because they had drink on at 7:45-ish, and he texted me while I was going on saying drink's going on a long discussion about the uniforms and the logos. I'm going to save it for you. And I said,
all right.
You're a gentleman.
Doug, you've been waiting for this to be addressed. This is your moment.
I hope he hated him as much as I did.
Here we go.
Hit the lever, Bill.
And we got the text this morning, because we're a pretty soft media, as you know, and somebody said, you do not have the guts to ask Eli about Block M versus Oval Tiger.
Yeah, so look, there's a thing called brand recognition, okay? And everybody needs to understand that we're trying to create a brand that lasts. And if every time you put on a helmet, your brand constantly changes, people don't have brand recognition. Fans, the local fans do, but we're trying to create a brand recognition for a national brand. The Block M will definitely come back out on the helmet, and that's something that we like to use. But the university's athletic symbol is the Oval Tiger, and so we have to be in line and in sync with our administration and our university in what brand we're trying to continuously promote. And you can't have 75 brands running around there. People don't know which university you're representing. Okay, and so we're trying to do the best we can. I know people didn't like the uniform combinations last week. Well, guess what? We're trying to match. They told us it was a gold out, so we have to wear gold. I don't have gold pants. I got white and black pants, okay? And I got 3-color jerseys, and I got to have a helmet that's opposite of what their team's using. And I can't wear a white helmet, or I can't wear a black helmet because it's supposed to be the hottest game of the year. So there's a lot of different things that go into the strategy of a game besides somebody deciding on, it's not like we wanted to make it as cool as possible in a hot game. So you wanted to wear white pants with a white helmet because the white helmet was going to be opposite of the color helmet that the defense is wearing. And we needed to wear a gold jersey because it was a gold out game. So there's a lot of different things there that play into it. And, I appreciate all the criticism and the ads on Twitter, but I got a lot more important things to worry about than whether or not people like Oval Tiger, Block M Tiger, or what color jersey. We wore the Block M in the Cotton Bowl, okay? Yeah. So I love the Block M. Okay? But we have to have brand recognition in the first 4 months of the season to make sure everybody knows this is who we are. This is what we're representing, and then we'll sprinkle in the Block M.
One other thing, I thought your jerseys the other day, if you put black pants with those jerseys, I think that's the best jerseys that you guys can have.
Well, I appreciate that. We just didn't wear black because, again, it was the hottest day of the year, and so we were trying to make sure that we gave our guys the best advantage we could not to have too much heat.
Chestnut checkers, Coach.
There's a lot that goes into it. This isn't our first rodeo.
Doug, your thoughts?
Well, first of all, it wasn't the hottest day of the year. The week before was considerably hotter. Even if the weather didn't live up to the forecast, it wasn't the hottest day of the year. Secondly,
Saturday was hotter than Boston College Day.
Saturday wasn't hot at all. It wasn't the least bit hot. It was overcast, drizzly, rainy for much of the day.
Rain.
It wasn't hot at all.
Rain
Now, the
changed
forecast said it was going to get hot. It never did.
But that's all they can go off of.
But still, I don't believe it was the hottest day of the year. Not that that's a minor issue. I think the brand recognition that most people know is still that Block M over the Oval Tiger.
Jackson's going to fight you right here
And
now.
I think the uniform. I agree with him that you need to get a uniform and stick with it so people get that brand recognition. That's what they miss out on. That's what bugs me more than the Block M versus the Oval Tiger. It's the fact that it's different every week.
So if they went Oval Tiger consistently, you'd be on board.
I could deal with it.
Okay.
I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it as much, but I could deal with it. It's the different white helmet. I've never heard a football player in my life say I'm wearing dark colored helmet and it's hot. The helmets that color doesn't stick right on your head. It's not like a jersey that could get really hot. I don't know that black helmets get much hotter than white helmet. I've never heard a football player say that.
Did he say?
Maybe it's true, but I've never heard that.
Unless I missed something, watching the game, did he say we wore white helmets because the defense was wearing black helmets?
Yeah.
They wear different colored helmets?
No, the other team.
You should
said
always
defense.
you should always try to wear the opposite color helmet of the team you're playing. It's beneficial to you if you're looking down the field.
Oh, he's talking about the other
you're looking
team's
at helmets.
defense.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're looking at helmets.
I thought he meant his own defense. I said they wearing different helmets.
No, if Vandy's wearing black helmets, you should try your best to not wear black helmets as well. It's going to be tough.
I get that. I
don't think there's a
confused by the
rule.
answer.
There's not a rule against two teams wearing the same color helmets, is there?
No, but I don't think there might be. But either way, it would not be beneficial to your team to everyone wearing the same helmet.
Yeah, your quarterback.
We got ourselves a big game this Saturday in Tuscaloosa, and they're going to have very similar color helmets.
Yeah, they will. Because they only have the red helmets for each team.
Right. Imagine that.
I could see
having
if your
one good
quarterback
helmet and
is-
sticking with it.
If your quarterback's kind of got a bunch of guys in front of him and you see some receivers out there and you may not see the jersey, you
Yeah.
see a helmet.
I can see how it could be a factor. But I don't understand the black helmets are too hot, so I can't wear them. They've been doing that for, 100 years?
I think it would look pretty goofy if they were black helmets, gold jerseys, white pants.
It always looks goofy if they wear the gold jerseys and the white pants. It never looks like the University of Missouri. And if brand recognition is important, they were way off base with that uniform. Way, way off base.
I could see not wearing a black jersey if it's hot outside. But the helmet's got all kinds of padding in there. I don't even think the sun goes through the block, whether it's black or white.
I agree. That's what I was saying. I don't think that your color of your helmet's going to affect how hot your head is.
Believe me, Alabama and Oklahoma will both wear red helmets. What a joke. That's in the total package.
They don't have an option. They only have red helmets.
Well, I think that's
As
what
a-
Doug is trying to say.
Mm-hmm. That's what you should. You should have one good helmet.
Okay.
But it's not.
Agree to disagree.
They would have an option.
So you think that they should have different helmet colors?
I like changing up the helmets. Yes,
But then doesn't that go against the brand thing?
Not if the logo's the same. I do agree that the logo being, but even that, I get it. But when you put the Missouri Oval Tiger in front of a college football fan, if they can't recognize that as Mizzou, I don't think the uniforms have anything to do with that. I just think it's the team.
Doug, quit your bitching! It's from Mr. Siders, usually
Stop
going
it,
after
Siders.
Jackson's. It was hot and humid last Saturday, Doug. Figure it out, Einstein.
It wasn't.
The 636.
It
Doug,
wasn't.
both of us were there.
It was neither
I don't
hot
think
nor
we would call it
humid.
hot or humid.
No.
Now the forecast did call for that,
That is accurate.
and so if you're planning out the uniforms, that's all you can go off of.
I agree with that part, yes.
It was almost a perfect day to play, actually.
After
Although
the
the
rainfall?
field might have been a little bit damp,
Yeah.
but weather-wise, you couldn't have asked for much better.
Telltale paw boots to try and keep up. When have you ever seen an offense and defense of the same team have different colored helmets? Jesus. That's from Steve in my basement.
I didn't. That's why I said unless I'm missing something. I thought I was talking about the other team's defense.
And when Alabama and Georgia get together, you said they only have one helmet. Why can they only have one helmet? Mizzou seems to come out with a different helmet every week.
You really only have one uniform.
What-
Georgia has the all blacks, but
For now, but what's to keep them from changing today? It's what Mizzou seems to do. They change helmets week to week.
Yeah.
Why couldn't these other schools?
they don't. But they only have one helmet available. That's all they use. They don't make other helmets.
I think they have enough money that they
they
can
have
get another
that's
helmet.
money
if they
is not
wanted
the
it.
issue. It's that they just don't do it.
But they could.
Yeah, 100%.
Block M's Michigan, unfortunately. I wear my Block M Mizzou hat around here, and people yell, "Go Buckeyes," or whatever, and I have to fight them. It's from Brian Henson. He's fighting people in Indianapolis.
Block M is not Michigan. Michigan does not wear a Block M helmet.
They do not.
You wear a helmet around town?
Michigan got their helmets from Vianney.
That's correct.
One of the dads went to the Vianney father-son stepdad dance and said, "I really like the helmets that they're wearing," and brought it to Michigan.
That's correct.
Goes way back to before Bo Schembechler. I think Gerald Ford might have been the guy that
He was wearing it?
Yeah.
He was at Vianney?
Mm-hmm.
Did he go to St. Gabe's?
Oh, I don't know on that.
Oh, I think maybe St. Kitty's.
Oh, St. Catherine
No,
Lane,
he
right?
wasn't Catholic. He wasn't Catholic. So he probably didn't go to those.
But people, regardless of denomination, want to go to St. Gabe's just for the glory.
I agree with that.
Or they convert.
They convert to Catholicism to be able to win a basketball championship.
Imagine there are some people down there terrified to send their kids to public school, so they wound up at St. Gabe's.
Yeah.
I did see a video of one of the KC listeners posted a video from the KC Trivia Night last weekend.
Is it a different subject completely?
No. Well, if you let me finish, you would
sorry.
know it wasn't a different subject.
They were wearing the Block M at St. Gabriel.
They were just showing all the tables, and one guy says, "Why does a grade school have so many banners?" So I was talking about St. Gabe's.
Okay.
Somebody else was complaining about the banners.
Yeah. They had banners up there for board games.
Or cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Doug. Finally, someone understands. That's from Johnny Cakes. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but there it is.
Okay.
I said Block M Mizzou hat. Strode. Keep up. 2 demerits. One for the stupid comment and the other for that stupid question about the defense wearing a different helmet. It's from Brian Henson. Here he comes, Ken the Kiss Ass, sucking up to the other Hubbard stations. Please don't fire me. That's from Brian Henson, and he is really loaded for bear. It's probably all the fights he's getting in Indianapolis when he's wearing a Block M hat.
And
this guy's
from
fighting.
Michigan.
He's fighting? So the Indiana fans are mad at him? Purdue? Tough year for Purdue.
IUPUI fans weren't very happy either.
If you listen to the clip, and I just got confused, you would think he would say, we wore the black because Vanderbilt was wearing white. He said, we're wearing the black because the defense is wearing the same color.
They didn't wear the black, though.
Well, whatever he said. We wore white because the defense was wearing black.
No, they weren't wearing black either. They were wearing gold.
Gold.
Well, first of all, you don't have a mom because you're not married, so your kids don't have that mom that you're dating. Vanderbilt, the other team, not defense.
Yeah.
When he says defense, I thought he was talking about his own defense.
Defense, doggies defense.
I can perfectly understand not wanting to wear the same color helmet as the other team. But the gold helmet shouldn't have been a problem because the Tigers have a black helmet.
I would have been cool with the gold helmet.
He didn't say other team. He said defense. Well, why? How do we know you're talking about your offense, what they were wearing?
I don't know.
Why don't you say the other team? It's confusing.
I did just read that Pat Forty of Sports Illustrated says Drinkwitz and Lane Kiffin are the 2 guys that the University of Florida should hire. 2 guys they should look at to hire to replace Billy Napier. I don't like that.
I mean, I don't think
Is that just like his opinion, or is that
an article that he wrote.
Is he saying that they're like the leading candidate, like that Florida's like going to reach out? Or if it's his opinion, I don't think it's really breaking news.
No, Pat Forty doesn't have any.
Pat Forty's about to take a hit.
Well, he doesn't have connections where he's breaking a story. I mean, he's writing for SI. I thought they went out of business.
I would think he'd have a few connections.
Well, he did back in the day, and when he's let go by ESPN, he's lost all his juice.
Well, I don't know.
Wow, you are loaded for bear.
Just saying that's what I wrote. There's a nationally known writer saying that, so it must be out there that Drinkwitz is a likely guy to be considered for the next big job.
Yeah, just throw some names out there and see what happens. I'm sure it was his opinion.
All right, take it back. I take it. Everything I said back.
Me in this town soft.
I don't know about this town, but
Just relaying what he wrote. That's all.
You're the only person who did not understand what Drinkwitz was saying. That IQ is going to be so low. It's the Crystal City Clam Hammer.
How do you know? Did you talk to everybody listening to the show what they thought?
I didn't. I didn't.
Well, I get confused easily, so just take that with a grain of salt.
Iggy just set his shoe on fire. You haven't done that lately, have you?
No, I haven't. I usually just go home and use a pair of scissors.
That's safer.
I've had enough.
Dude, you can't even get Mike Tirico on. That's from Mr. Licks.
Boy, that's the guy you've really had it with.
No, I think he's very good at what he does. He's just overused, I think.
You don't like him at the Kentucky Derby? You
Yeah,
didn't really like him at the Olympics.
those are the roles he was hired to do. But now he's doing football. He's doing golf. And then he does golf from one of his channels, not even covering it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go over to Golf Channel and do it now.
Doug, a few of the listeners are agitated because they heard Drinkwitz say that they only had a choice of white and black pants, meaning the gold pants would be gone. That's from Iggy's agent. Did Drink say they only have black and white
He
pants?
said we can't do gold pants. Let me pull it up.
He said he didn't have any gold pants.
Yeah, I believe Doug's right on that.
Yeah, I heard that. That's how I heard it, but maybe he was talking about the team. I don't know.
Here, I'm going to play that section back.
Yeah, again, confusing because he's using the wrong words.
Oh.
I know people didn't like the uniform combinations last week. Well, guess what? We're trying to match. They told us it was a gold out, so we have to wear gold. I don't have gold pants. I got white and black pants, okay? And
I think he's talking about the uniforms now that I hear it again.
Because he wasn't wearing a gold shirt. He
Right.
was wearing a white shirt.
Yeah.
But I'm going to push back a little. It's tough to push back against the guy who runs the team. But, I bet one time this year on the road, they're going to wear gold helmets, white jerseys, gold pants. But maybe he's saying we don't wear gold pants at home, which would then go with my theory that they will not be going black jersey, gold pants against Oklahoma. And instead, we'll go black.
I thought you
black.
said they wouldn't wear gold pants against Oklahoma.
No, I said they will the black M against Oklahoma. They'll go
They
black.
will have the black M and gold pants.
No, I think
You don't think so?
I think they'll go black M, black jersey, black pants.
I think it'll be gold pants, but maybe not. Now if we find out that the gold pants were retired, Doug.
I just haven't seen them with this new uniform that they've had over the past couple of years wear gold pants at home. I've yet to see it. Maybe I'm off, but
Okay. Well, I'm looking at Kellen Winslow wearing the Mizzou uniform back when he played, and it's just perfect. Just a perfect Mizzou uniform.
Black and gold?
Take a look.
Black, well, this is the white. Gold pants.
Oh, Bill.
White jersey.
Look at
black.
that. Look at that branding, Jackson.
I can't
That's
see.
just perfect. That's perfect.
Not for me.
Okay.
Looks like Notre Dame to me.
Notre Dame?
That's what it
The
looks
black
like.
helmet?
That's what it looks like.
Really?
Is that black? I can't see. Doug's like here. Look, holding his phone back here. All right. Yes, that looks like
That's
better.
a terrible combination. You got 3 different colors.
I'm with Iggy.
Black, white, and gold?
Yeah, it's just too many
A
colors.
lot of teams have 3 colors. An accent color and 2 main colors. That's pretty unusual.
That's
Pretty
a bad look.
normal.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, but don't they have black
Dallas
jerseys and pant and helmet and just gold pants?
They have gold pants, black helmet, white jersey. And then they'll have black jerseys with them when they're at home. It's not Heinz Field anymore, is it?
I don't think so.
No, they've changed the name.
Sweet Lord, can we wrap up Lee May fall/winter? No one cares about what a bunch of college kids are wearing, let alone critiqued by a guy who dresses like a box of clearance crayons. Knock it off! Arbor Day has had enough.
Who are you talking about? The way Doug dresses?
I could talk uniforms.
He's the one talking about the uniforms. I don't bitch about them. I don't really care.
I could talk uniforms for 8 hours straight. I love talking uniforms.
Holy crap, MICDS is running a top banner ad on St. Louis Business Journal. Didn't realize they were hurting that bad. That's Mr. Lee.
Are they really?
I don't think they're hurting that bad.
No. When you just drive around the campus, you don't get the sense that this place is really hurting.
No.
I have to say, though, even though I recognize it's quite a unique text, kind of agree. Like, why are they advertising?
That's fair.
Maybe it's a write-off.
You think so?
They got so much money in their budget, they got to do so much advertising, so just throw a banner up there.
Almost all the big schools advertise somewhere. If it's the Ladue News or some of these
I don't know.
localized little papers.
You guys haven't paid attention much. I'd be surprised if Burroughs did, though.
I don't know. I bet you could find
So you're saying Burroughs is better than MICDS, just from a liberal perspective?
Yeah, right. Academically, I like when people say, what do you think is the best? I always say John Burroughs.
Which is the best high school?
Like, if you were trying to send your kid to get the best possible education. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with, Burroughs or MICDS or Whitfield.
No. St. Louis U High is up there.
Yeah.
I think Priory is always up there. Clayton High School usually scores highest for public.
Ladue is better. But,
oh,
wow, did you hear that? I heard it. I heard it right there.
Just, it's the truth.
What's the dumbest?
You can't write off advertising expenses, you don't!
Oh.
Mr. Lakes.
How do you know?
It'd be a business expense, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Stick to Live Golf. He hasn't talked about Live Golf, and they just had their final tournament.
Nice. Who won?
I think the Australians won the team competition.
The Australians?
Yeah, they spent like $14 million for winning a team thing.
Nice.
John Rahm won the individual $18 million bonus, and then he decided he didn't want to play in the team. He said he had a tummy ache. Just kind of bowed out of the team thing.
Well, if you won $18 million, you'd probably lose your desire to keep
and
playing.
signed for about $500 million and won 2 tournaments worth $8 million. So.
Yeah. I wonder if some of those guys will make so much money that they'll just shut it down when they're 40 years old.
Some guys, Pat Perez almost lost his spot. The guy who was going to, I think the bottom 4 kicked out of the league. The bottom 4.
Relegation?
Yeah. And Pat Perez was in that position, and the guy was right in front of him, double bogey to his last hole to move down, and Pat Perez snuck in. Pat Perez is stealing money. That guy's been finishing in the top 20, I don't think, in 4 years.
Doug, your thoughts on Pat Perez's game right now?
I'm so tired of Pat Perez chatter.
Well, his wife
drives me
divorced him
nuts.
after he signed the contract.
I don't like the clothes he wears when he plays. He should get one set of slacks and stick with them. One hat.
That's a bad beat for him. His wife waited.
Okay, that's enough of Pat Perez.
She got the vodka company up and running, and as soon as that got up and running, she divorced him. Just paid for all that.
Okay.
God, I'm tired of this story.
Iggy, for once, I agree with Licks. You can't write off advertising. That's from the Veiled Prophet.
I don't know why. Wouldn't it be a business expense or advertising?
I would think it would be.
Well, wouldn't it be the school paying it? It's not like a guy paying it, so it's a non-reimbursed business expense.
I don't know. I was just making a comment. I don't really care what they do with their money. I really don't. I don't care if they advertise in the Business Journal. I don't care if they advertise on my golf rival ads that I see. I really don't care.
Can you imagine if
Probably
we
wouldn't get
broke
much
down
ROI.
MICDS's advertising spend on Business Journal and Balloon Park?
Can't imagine.
Like the Little Piddles, whatever you got today, Weinberg Wednesday.
Brought to you by Mary Institute Country Day School. Yeah. I don't know if that would get the ROI they're seeking, but you never know. People got money.
I'll never understand the things Iggy cares about. That's from the Crystal City Clam.
No, I just said I don't care.
No.
What are you talking about? Pat Perez's wife? I don't care if it's a story.
You brought it up.
I know, but that doesn't mean I care about it.
What do you care about? I figure if you talk about something, bring it up on your own, you then care about it. I guess correlation doesn't mean causation.
Well, I mean, I thought is an interesting story, but I don't care if he gets divorced or not. What do I care who he's married to?
Oh my God! You can't just write off all your expenses, you idiots!
Mr. Licks is really having a tough time with this.
I didn't say all your expenses. I don't own a high school. I don't know how it works.
These guys are some dumb mother.
Yeah, don't tie everybody into my comment.
Well, if you take the standard deduction now as an individual, you're not writing off much of anything. I used to itemize every year. You can't do that anymore.
Okay, that's enough TMA for the day. Thanks. Mayor Don, he's done. He's leaving. He's headed out.
Well, see him. Enjoy your day.
Well, we certainly hope that MICDS gets the student enrollment back up to where they'd like it.
It'll be all right. It's 31 and a half.
Did you say 31 and a hay?
I do, yeah.
Somebody from Country Day call in. Let us know.
They're all listening.
Let us know if you can write that off.
Like it really matters.
I just want to prove Licks to be the idiot he is.
Oh, come on.
I don't think you're going to get proven right on this one.
I think I'd probably bail on this one. I just bleached my own ears, and I can still hear this. That's from Jimmy Beaver.
Somebody back in town for the movie?
Iggy doesn't understand write-offs, but they do, and they're the ones writing it off. That's from Vince Vaughn's Entrails.
He spelled writing and right wrong in
I saw that.
both versions.
It's fun to see. Hey, why don't you work with Jeff Lotman? We know about that, Doug. Maybe you can just write off your entire house purchase.
Well, that'd be nice if you could.
Go to JEFFLOTTMANN.com. He's with Compass Realty, and with Compass Concierge, you can take your home buying or selling experience to the next level. Whether you're preparing to sell or want to enhance your new space, Compass Concierge has you covered. No upfront costs. Need fresh paint, new carpet, light renovations, home staging? Compass Concierge has you covered. Unlock exclusive benefits. Get your home market ready without upfront costs. Increase your home's value hassle-free. Ready to elevate your real estate experience? Contact Jeff Lotman today to learn how Compass Concierge can transform your home. Go to JEFFLOTTMANN.com. Yep, it's Jeff Lotman. Guys, can we get the listeners to send in pics of their wives to get the show back on track? That's from the Swing Haven board member.
Sure,
Whatever happened? The Swing Haven board member announced he didn't want to go on a date with you. Is that right, Chairman?
Yeah, I never heard back from him.
Okay.
Dauber's down about it a little bit.
Maybe he's not real.
I think he's real.
I don't know. His wife's still in question.
Yeah, I mean, we've met him, but Iggy's whole contention is he exists. The wife is a Facebook friend or something?
Haven't met her yet.
And you'd think just he'd want to stick it in our ear someday and say, here she is.
You would think so.
But he never does.
Don't say my name, but it's no write-off. That comes from a person who doesn't want their name said.
Okay.
But knows.
Right.
Say the 25th.
Yeah.
8 years ago. Today, Ronald Palmer passed away.
How about that, Doug?
8 years ago? It was longer than that.
No, 2016 is when I...
Hey, Arnold Palmer?
Yeah.
He's been gone a long time.
In 2016.
Step down, Doug.
All right.
I'm just looking at my Facebook memories, and I posted on...
I was thinking about when he retired, and I was on Bernie Mikla's radio show, and you got him as an interview for us, right as he stepped off the 18th green.
Yeah,
and neither one of us even knew he was playing.
Bernie asked him, "Are you playing this week?"
Yeah, had almost no questions for him.
British Open, my final British Open. Yeah, I'm playing.
About the low point of our careers.
How's your slide piece?
Mr. Licks is starting off the pictures of wives. He sent a picture of him and his wife in their library.
Oh, okay.
It's a wonderful.
Jeez.
Boy, that's old money, isn't it, Doug?
Look at all that mahogany.
Big library probably needs a ladder to get to the top.
Those curtains.
That couch looks extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's a grandma couch.
You don't sit on it. You just look at it.
That's a grandma couch.
Well, you sent it in, so I'm going to comment, but...
Uh-oh.
No, I haven't looked at it, but if I'm not mistaken, his wife is very beautiful.
Oh, wow. How do you know that?
I think I seen a picture of them together. Not that one, but I thought I saw one.
How would you see a picture of Mr. Licks and his wife?
Facebook page. Oh. We're friends. And I thought I saw a picture of his wife, who I thought she's very beautiful.
All right. Well, he apparently is extremely wealthy.
Yeah, well-heeled. And old money, too, right?
Oh,
Old money?
gosh, you've seen the couch.
It's an old money couch.
Grandma
Are
couch.
there books in the bookshelf?
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of them.
Yeah, but he hasn't read one.
He doesn't call them books. He calls them titles.
I like that pillow.
I don't own a high school. I don't know how it works. Is the line of the century. That's from the 314.
I don't know of anyone who does own a high school. I guess it's possible to
Is there
own
any
a high
individual
school.
like Carnegie Mellon? It's not a high school, but does he own that place or just
Andrew Carnegie?
No, he wouldn't
Dead
own
since
it.
since the Great War.
The Great War. Mr. Licks just texted an oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry, I complimented your wife. Take it back. She's a dog.
Hey, come on now. Come on now.
dog.
Soften up.
I mean, what do you want me to do? You sent the picture in, so we're not supposed to say
Well, I mean,
anything?
but the faces are blacked out.
Oh. I didn't know that he said a picture of him and his wife. How do you know it's him and his wife?
That's how you brought it up.
Well, I've seen your Facebook page. I think your
Let's
wife's
get back
very
to
beautiful.
Pat Perez. if we
Congratulations to you.
I like a little like hardcore.
You do, like a dirty.
Almighty. That is so stupid, it's funny.
Todd Reesing has sent a picture of himself and his wife.
Topless, if I may.
could.
Topless.
He's topless.
That's hot.
It isn't hot.
Look at his nipples and belly button just staring at you.
Kind of looks like a face.
Yeah, it does.
Why do you think we'd want to see that?
Kind of looks like Ben Mendelsohn.
Guys, do you want a selfie or a nude of my wife? That's from Father Brown Eye. Doug, he's a man of the cloth. He's sending in.
I guess a selfie.
I'll take the nude.
Yeah, send that DM to Chairman Kurt.
If you scroll up on Father Brown Eye's text, you get some Zach Zane images. Boy, howdy.
Really? What's
The
going on? I just see a picture of Iggy and Gabe.
Wow. You gotta do some real scrolling, but there's a lot of banana hammocks and body hair.
I don't know if I want to. Gabe. Just, yeah, picture of the Colonel. Take a look.
With me?
No.
I've never met the man.
Well, it's just Gabe by himself.
Oh, you said a picture of me and Gabe.
Every time Iggy talks, I now get on Golden Pond vibes. That's from Phil the Peacock. That's PHYL. That was Henry Fonda wandering around the woods, and they couldn't find him.
With Hepburn, Audrey Hepburn.
Catherine Hepburn.
Catherine Hepburn, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the loons.
It was a nice little excerpt.
I'm out. I'll see you guys in 2025. That's from Mr. Bojangles. He's just going to take the final few months off.
Enjoy.
Scuba Linneman just sent a picture of himself and his wife. This is really going on now.
I don't think Scuba's married.
Oh, no. He said that's his wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Starfish Street just sent in an image that has me rattled.
Oh. Why are you rattled?
You don't want to know.
Boy. Doug, take a look.
That's the one that has you rattled?
It's just interesting.
That looks like it's at a golf tournament.
It looks like a Mizzou tailgate.
Naked?
Doug, you want to describe what?
Not really.
Iggy, well.
Yeah. This is your cross to bear eggs.
It looks like you're grabbing some cake.
That's no cake.
What do you think the ages of the participants in the photo are?
Yeah. Late 60s, early 70s?
That's maybe early 60s.
Maybe pushing it a little much.
You should wear that for the next game.
I mean, do you wear that to a tailgate and let everybody see that?
Well, it looks like she hiked up her skirt.
And he's grabbing her
buttocks.
Right.
He's grabbing a lot of cake.
Stop saying cake.
Man, this text inbox is hot right now.
Rolling.
You better put on the oven mitts.
Good call.
Now Mr. Lix has sent in a picture of himself with Caller Buzz, he said. But it doesn't appear to be Caller Buzz because Caller Buzz is a younger gentleman. These are older gentlemen. Doug, is this an American hero Buzz?
I don't know what
Is
it
he at
is.
NASA?
Yeah.
Is that a rocket ship behind him? It looks like a rocket
Buzz
ship.
Aldrin?
Buzz Aldrin?
That's what he's doing? Oh, this Mr. Lix, he's so well heeled that he's wearing a
He
tux.
really is, and he gets around.
Yeah,
He's involved with NASA.
And I guarantee he didn't rent that tux either. That is tailored.
Little Tommy Tribbins has sent a picture of him and his wife.
Oh, gosh. Now,
is he old enough to have a wife?
Now, that was a picture we can believe.
I would say little Tommy Tribbins is about 375.
Yeah.
Looks like his wife's right there with him.
Pretty close.
But they got a beautiful picture gazing into each other's eyes on the beach.
And he fits on a little trike?
That picture is wild. That is funny.
You guys ever have the desire to send a picture of you and your significant other to a radio station?
Yeah, I
so they
send
can
some
make fun of
pictures
you?
in to BK and Ferrari over
Do
once in a
you?
while.
Yeah. I text Jamie Rivers personally. Say, can you critique us on air?
Hey guys, this flew under the radar yesterday, but I wanted to make sure I got my bid in of vomiting on myself for the 25-year-old sticky seed-stained photograph of the lady who pitched for Team USA 16 years ago. Jokes aside, happy to donate to the charity, but please stick that picture back to your bedroom wall. Adhesive not needed. That's Mario, and he's in Chicago.
Oh, gosh.
What did you donate to the charity?
Mario, action's back on you.
He doesn't like the Jenny Finch poster, I guess.
Well, what do you want me to do? Throw it away?
I don't know. Give it to Jackson. He needs it.
She's very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
She autographed it. It's framed.
Yeah.
Just pitch it.
Yeah, no.
A couple listeners don't like it. I'm throwing it away.
Guys, where do you have to be in life to say, you know what, I think I'll send a real picture of my wife to a radio show? Some wedding tackle.
No, none of them are real.
Probably
Well, I
not.
think some of them are real.
The Tribbins?
Tribbins, maybe not, but...
Swinghaven board member was the one who got this whole thing going, but he never sent in a picture, Iggy.
Never. Well, he did, but it's not her.
Yeah.
He's searching the internet right now to find a picture of the
God,
girl.
what was that girl's name?
Or he's
All my-
photoshopping a girl
All my
with him.
photos disappeared. Now I got to go find that girl again. What was her name?
Todd Reesing just wrote, less me, more her. You like that?
What's
Yeah,
their
I like-
end game here? Like, there's no award for hottest wife. I'm sorry.
We should do that at the year-end awards.
That'll go well.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they think one of you guys will invite him to their patio.
Sweet Sweet Kai just sent in a picture of Jackson.
Yeah. Me at my buddy's wedding.
Here's a pic of Berkey cucking me on the dance floor.
Oh,
Sweet Sweet Kai.
gosh.
So this is Sweet Sweet Kai's fiance?
Yes.
And she's a lesbian.
No, but she has been approached by at least one lesbian.
So great.
And a demonstrative lesbian at that.
I like that demonstrative.
And you were dancing with her?
With Kyle's fiance?
Yeah. So
Not like
the cuck, little cuck?
No, it wasn't like a T-Pain video. Like I
Well,
wasn't.
he's
There wasn't
sitting there taking pictures, so maybe he's getting cucked.
the picture is not. It's not a candid shot. It's us posing.
Was he upset with you?
No.
Did you berate him at all?
Not that I can remember. I was at that point in that picture. I was pretty.
3 sheets to the wind.
That's right. Yeah, I had myself a nip.
Well, you probably berated him. Well, look at that loser over there. I got his girlfriend.
That's what you said while he was
Then that
taking
would have
your
been
picture.
a cuck.
But I thought you said sex had to be involved.
Yeah, good
It would have
point.
been a dancing cuck.
Dancing cuck. Wasn't that an ABBA?
Yeah. Dancing cock.
If you're over the age of 30 and have posters hanging in your home, you are a certified Power Hoosier Hall of Famer. That's from Arbor Day.
You're
What
an
if
idiot.
what if they're framed? If they're framed, it's not Hoosier. I would agree if you're putting up just posters and thumbtacking them on the wall. I agree that would be Hoosier. But if they're framed, I don't think it's Hoosier at all.
No, it's not. And Chrissy, Rona girl, came over with it's one of those things that...
Scaffold.
No.
Scaffolding's correct.
Make sure it's straight.
Level?
A leveler.
A level was the word you couldn't come up with.
I couldn't think of it. And we leveled every picture, so they're stacked perfectly.
Yeah.
They're all level. They're not just like posters, like Jackson said, with thumbtacks in the wall.
Yeah, that's different.
Jax, is this a picture of you at the white party, one of Diddy's white parties?
No, wasn't there.
It's a recovering alcoholic just sent it in. Is this AI generated? How would
That
you
is
have
a
this
picture of me. That wasn't I wasn't a Diddy white party.
Doug, look at this. You think Jackson's in the Hamptons there?
Looks like it. Gosh, he looks happy.
That was the night before, just like drinks.
Why would recovering alcoholic have that picture?
I sent it to him because I was with Sweet Kai, and I said he's carrying a little extra weight.
Are those white parties still a thing?
Probably not.
I think Nelly still has one.
I think Rick Rubin had one.
Rick, you're thinking of Michael Rubin.
That's the one.
Rick Rubin would not strike me as a guy who throws a lot of parties.
Does the Nelly throw a white party every year?
Not that I know of.
I think he does. You got to wear a white tux and... I thought he did.
I don't know.
People are getting photoshopped into Diddy's parties all over the place now.
Yeah, be careful with that.
50% of marriages end in divorce. But with this audience, the number is lower because 90% of marriages are made up by Hoosiers Sad sending in made-up photos to an HD2 radio show. That's Mario, and he's in Chicago.
Yeah. Guilty as charged on that one. Oh, well.
Dave Hay, I guess, wants us to post the pictures. We can't see the pictures!
Yeah. I have a deal here.
Well, ask him to send them to you.
Would that be a legal problem if we did that?
Yeah, I
Posted
wouldn't.
pictures of
I don't know. I
listeners'
think we own
wives?
the rights once they send them into us.
You can do it from your personal page, Eggs.
I don't think there's anything illegal about it. Maybe
Probably. It's just not.
unethical.
Yeah, it's just not the right thing to do.
I don't really see him unless Tim shows me.
Could be an interesting little section of our website. Listeners' wives.
Drop down menu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bill. Doug, could you tell me about Schaefer Door Company? Because there's a response to the text inbox.
Well, if your name is Bill or anything else, Schaefer Door is there to serve you. If you try to go out in the garage and you hit the button and it's not working, you're going, oh, brother, this is going to be a horrible day.
Here we go.
Especially if it happens on a Monday morning. But Schaefer Door has got that special standby Monday morning service for doors that break over the weekend. For whatever reason, that seems to be when most doors go down during the weekend, maybe because you use them more. And Schaefer Door has that standby service for you. But any day of the week, they'll be there for you. Schaefer Door, SCHAEFER. It's best to call or text them at 636-782-3608. They service all kinds of garage doors, and they do new installs with LiftMaster. LiftMaster garage door openers are strong, they're quiet, and they're versatile. I've had Schaefer Door out to my house a couple times, and my door just hums now. I used to be able to hear that clear upstairs. Someone would open the door, I'd say, well, they're home, and now I don't hear the door. They did such a great job with it. They service commercial doors, too. So if you run a business or warehouse with big, tall garage doors, Schaefer is experienced in those types of jobs as well. And they're also hiring. If you'd like to work for Jason Gosro, he's got a great thing going out there at Schaefer Door Company. A lot of multi-time family members been working there for multi-years. Big enough for any job, small enough to talk with a person in person if you have a problem. Again, the service tech's not commission-based, so they're not going to try to sell you some part or a new door if you don't need it. That's SchaeferDoor.com. 636-782-3608. Schaefer Door is a Lift Master partner.
Elevate your performance with Pure Performance, your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications. They're known for their top-quality work and outstanding customer service online at purperformance.com, or you can go to their showroom, huge showroom, at 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles. After over 40 years of outfitting the best-dressed vehicles in the St. Louis and St. Charles areas, you can trust that your prized investment is in great hands at Pure Performance. The 25,000-square-foot facility houses the largest showroom in the area, where you can find anything and everything you might need to enhance your vehicle. The experts in Pure Performance take great pride in the exceptional work they do every day. They'll take the time to talk with you and figure out your individual needs and wants for your vehicle to make sure they do right by each customer. It's Pure Performance, purperformance.com, or go to their showroom at 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles and ask for Shelby, Doug.
Okay,
She'll take great care of you. Pureperformance.com, 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles. Not just accessories, but also a full-service shop. It's Pure Performance at 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles, or visit pureperformance.com. When you go out there, ask for Shelby. All right, we will close out our Fisher Window and Door Store 8 o'clock hour. The 5P Academy and Hustle and Heart Sports Performance 9 o'clock hour coming up. Then Jackson and I have Balloon Party, and then we'll have QFTA, and I see I've received an erotic story, Doug.
Have you really?
Nope.
From a listener?
Nope.
Okay.
Things are happening. Now, it comes from an account titled Injun Joe.
Oh, okay. So it may or may not be Kevin Miller.
Longer email. This time it's in a story form for you.
You can send yours to T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. But, Jackson, all this means is we'll be two guys in a small room with soft cows.
But that's where I like to be on the Wednesday.
Yep.
That's where you welcome that sort of situation?
Yeah.
What's wrong with guys getting turned on when they work together?
In a small closet with cows?
They zig, we zag.
Oh.
Todd Reesing is sending a bunch of pictures of his wife, and he says, tell Buzz I still want that wife off. So...
We got it, Todd.
Meaning who's got the more attractive wife? Is that what he's talking
That's the wife off, and then I guess Mr. Licks and Morsowitz Wacko are going to do a balance sheet showdown. What else do we have going on?
IQ challenge.
The IQ challenge.
We can do this all in one place at one
Wow.
time.
Big night.
A lot of entertainment.
Big night.
Yeah. It'd be like some sort of America's Got Talent situation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we do it all at our end of the year awards.
Oh, my God, Doug.
You'd be willing to take an IQ test at the end of the year awards night?
Well, it'd be kind of boring.
But what if you had the balance sheet?
Because what if people just watch me answer questions and watch everybody answer
They did
questions?
that with Charlie Marlowe and producer Joe. Was that 2009?
I don't know the years.
I think it was 2009 at Pepper Lounge. Jesse Jane was there. Ryan Franklin, Colby Rasmus, Joe Thurston, Brendan Ryan, Jackie, Hollis.
How'd they ever talk Joe Thurston into going to that?
Hey, it's a hot porn star over at Pepper Lounge.
Oh,
we had a day game.
Yes, that's what it was.
What are you going to do? Yeah. I was just going to drink out in Clayton. You want to go to Pepper Lounge? All right. That's probably it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't really know any of those guys well. I've gotten to know Franklin since then. I definitely didn't know Thurston or Ryan well.
Colby
and I never really connected on the level. Yeah. So, yeah, now that I think about that, I wonder how the hell that happened.
I don't know.
But they were there.
Yeah.
We got images.
They were there.
And they were in a picture with Timberfake, too.
Right. Should we all get Colby Rasmus-style Major League Baseball tattoos?
So, like, accidentally backwards?
Yeah.
It's still the logo for the South Side.
Looks good in the mirror.
And if we're being honest, a little, like, cartoony. Like, it doesn't really look like the logo. Even if it's flipped, it also is kind of poorly done.
Just somebody from Bama put that thing on there for him?
It's kind of like one crazy night led to that.
Supposedly that logo is Harmon Killebrew.
No,
it's supposed to be a switch, like it's supposed to be both, like right and left-handed.
Why that?
The way that you can flip it.
Oh. Well,
I don't know.
It was Harmon Killebrew's batting stance or something.
On today's Renters Roundtable, we take advertising and business write-off advice from the guy who needed to be strong-armed into signing up for a company match 401k. It's from Beer Cats, who won the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month in January 2023.
They give out 401ks at Angry Beaver?
Oh, Mike, that's a 401k slap.
Benny's.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, send your emails in the morning after at InsideSTL.com for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Kevin Miller wins today. He is at worst in a tie for the month of September. We'll see what Buck Swope has. We'll see what he has.
Okay.
I know he's got it. JV Golf Coach can still tie. That's fun. That's fun. But you know Buck Swope's going to fight till the end. And that's the thing that I really respect about him. This is a great showdown. Great leaderboard heading down the stretch. Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. That is exciting.
Exciting as all get out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the morning after, presented to you by Brown & Crouppen.
Looking for the perfect spot for your next private event? Whether it's a baby shower, bridal shower, birthday party, or business meeting, Rosalita's has you covered. Enjoy the vibrant atmosphere in one of Rosalita's 2 exclusive private rooms with a customized menu that is perfect for your upcoming event. And if you're planning a date night, don't miss the lively mariachi nights every Friday and Saturday. Plus, Rosalita's gift cards make the perfect gift for any occasion. Come celebrate at Rosalita's, where every event is a fiesta. Learn more at rosalitascantina.com.
The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
If you're seriously hurt in an accident, you'll want all the money you deserve. That's called justice. But there wouldn't be lawyers if justice was easy. No, justice is not easy. It's fought for and it's won. At Brown & Crouppen, we fight for justice every day. If you want some, call 222-2222. Because at Brown & Crouppen, justice is our business.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I regret not managing my finances better in my 20s and my 30s, and now I see how crucial it is for achieving major life goals. Mark Hanna with Evergreen Wealth Strategies helps everyday people every day with their finances, discussing cash flow, liquidity, investments, insurance, and tax-efficient strategies. No matter your financial planning stage, Mark will boost your confidence and keep you on track. Learn more at evergreenstl.com.
Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, a broker-dealer and a SEC-registered investment advisor. Equitable Financial Advisors and MI. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor and does not provide tax advice. Thinking about selling your home, but not thrilled about going public? Check out Compass's Private Exclusives with Jeff Lotman. With Private Exclusives, your home is shown to a select group of serious buyers. No public listing, no days on market, just real offers from real people. Their network connects you with top agents and qualified buyers, so your home gets the attention it deserves without all the fuss. Selling your home can be simple and stress-free with Compass Private Exclusives, because your home is special. Call Jeff Lotman, your Compass agent, today to find out more, or visit the Lotman Group online at JEFFLOTTMANN.com.
If you talk to someone who has had a kitchen remodel, say, from Collier & Thompson, they'd probably love to show it to you and say, look what our place looks like now. Collier & Thompson does it, and they do it right. Also, football season is here. You might want to update that man cave. Nothing better than sitting in a comfortable man cave, and Collier & Thompson can make it look like the best place in your house. You want an appliance? Maybe an appliance for the holidays. You're thinking about that. They've got the top brand names. They got Bosch, Thermador, Wolf, Sub-Zero. Got them all. Old Stacy is the appliance guy. He'll do you right. Matthew and Eric are the appliance installers. Also, they are looking to hire some lead contractors. If that is your line of work and you'd like to work for the best company in town that does this sort of stuff, Collier & Thompson is the one to look for. They've got almost everything, and it's all right there in-house. No need to go to 5 or 8 different places to remodel one room. With Collier & Thompson, the countertops, appliances, lighting, flooring, hardware, plumbing, electric, you name it, it is all right there in-house. They will take absolutely great care of you. Collier & Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier & Thompson, come home to quality, online at collierandthompson.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with Seth Goldcamp of Design Air Heating and Cooling, and I have been a long-time Design Air client. What separates you guys from everybody else?
It's becoming more common for companies to just get their foot in the door. They try to come up with different ways to upsell. They try to see how much they can make off of a customer, as opposed to, hey, we're in there to do a service. We're going to do it well. We're going to do it for a fair price.
I don't know how many emails I have received from our listeners who experienced the incredible customer service Design Air Heating and Cooling provides. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com.
This is Eric Conley, the founder of Illinois Recovery Center. At Illinois Recovery Center, our substance abuse treatment goes beyond mere recovery. It's about reclaiming lives filled with purpose, joy, and connection. Our dedicated facility is more than just a place of healing. It's a beacon of hope for individuals seeking to reintegrate into society and thrive in their work, family, and community roles. Our team is ready to help. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
This is wide receiver Luther Burton III. Come support NIL and get a quote from my friend James Carlton.
Thanks, Luther. That's right. For every quote you mention, Luther Burden III will make a donation to NIL on your behalf. Getting a quote is easy. Just go online at carltoninsurance.net. Call or text 314-961-4800. If you have drivers under the age of 25, if you're seeing rising rates, give us a call or text us 314-961-4800 or go online at carltoninsurance.net. Let's keep the momentum going.
Hustle and Heart Sports Performance is the one-stop shop for St. Louis area football-specific and athletic training located in O'Fallon, Missouri. Hustle and Heart utilizes the top trainers in St. Louis, led by its owner, 8-year NFL vet Pierre Desir. We have a 40-yard turf field, college-style weight room, red light sauna, and a state-of-the-art recovery room to service all of your athletes' needs. For more info, check out hustleandheartsportsperformance.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Introducing the first ever TMA Banty Brew, a 16-ounce canned wheat ale with orange and coriander and an image of all 4 TMA boys across the front. The Banty Brew, a refreshing ale made with white wheat, ground coriander, and fresh whole oranges. And now you can pick up the TMA Banty Brew at Salt and Smoke or at any area Friar Tuck's location. Must be 21 or older to consume or purchase. See the can at tmastl.com and find a participating location to try it for yourself. Brought to you by Charlottesville Brewery and Winery in St. Genevieve, Show Me Beverages, and Salt and Smoke. Find out more at tmastl.com. KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
105.7 HD2. It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After.
This is Stephen Wildwood's guy.
Noah Khan.
Oh, is that right?
And the Loomster doesn't like him? Is that right? Is that the deal? Alcohol till my friends come home from Christmas and I'll dream each night of some version of you. Stephen Wildwood hitting 7-irons with Noah Khan, the Grove. That's Hope Sound, Doug?
And you just recognized Noah Khan out there hitting balls.
Yeah, the Loomster was actually right. This is more folk. So I apologize.
But he has that song with Casey Musgraves.
And Zach Bryan. So I feel like folk can dip into country pretty easily. Like folk and country are more connected. Folk can also dip into rock a little bit. Like I feel like Led Zeppelin has a lot of folk elements to it.
Like Don McLean. The day the music died.
Not as good as Glowworm.
Yeah, even this is better than that.
No.
A little Simon and Garfunkel feel to it.
Yeah, it's melodic in that way.
Not bad.
His show at Fenway, because he's from the Boston area, was really, some of the videos from that was really cool.
You know, it was amazing. It was blowing up. Because I remember when he played here the first time. I think he played a small little Jelly Roll.
Oh God, yeah, he's huge.
I think he's the musician on the 50-year anniversary of SNL this weekend.
Yeah.
The only thing about him, he's always singing about how horrible things are. Woe is him.
Well, he
doesn't have a prayer.
He's had a pretty tumultuous life up to this point.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people have. But it seems like every song is, woe is me.
Well, they always say your best writing comes from your own experiences. So if that's his experiences, that's his writing.
Okay.
I'm not saying
that's
it's
fine.
right
it's
or
just
wrong.
Kind of gets old after a while.
Sure.
One song after the next about how terrible things are for him.
What is his genre? Is he country?
Yeah, let's say.
Because he was hanging out with Eminem last week.
Marshall Mathers?
I mean, just because you're a country artist doesn't mean you have to only hang out with people in your genre. And Eminem's kind of dipped into some country elements before.
Mm.
And Eminem was excited to meet him.
Well, okay. How about those Cardinals? Got a nice win last night.
Great comeback win.
Mm-hmm.
They play.
You see the Padres wrapped up a playoff spot with a triple play to end the game against the Dodgers.
Jim Dandy to send Mike Schilt to the postseason. Mets lost last night to the Braves, so that postseason spot's still up for grabs.
And the Royals finally got a win after 7 straight losses to hang on to their spot momentarily.
Man, fun to see people in St. Louis rally around the Royals.
Yeah, because that is St. Louis's team now, the Royals. That's never going to happen, right? Tell me that's never going to happen.
I can't tell you anything anymore.
I guess at this point, do you find yourself rooting for the Padres just because of the Mike Schilt?
Yeah.
Stick it to the Cardinals?
My real answer is I'm not paying any attention to any of it.
I've officially moved on from baseball.
Oh, I can't ever do that.
I'm 100% more interested in watching Penn State and Illinois and Alabama, Georgia.
Than any Major League Baseball game.
No.
Like almost any football game.
Some people like things and some people don't like other
100%. Do what you want. But yeah, I've completely moved on from baseball. Honestly, it's been like that for a month
What
or
about
so.
the President's Cup? You watch any of that this weekend?
For whatever reason, it doesn't really get me going. I don't know. I mean, I'm texting with my wife on, I'm still trying to sell this threesome thing. I don't know if I'm getting anywhere. I'm trying to find the right threesome emoji to send actually right now to be fully transparent with the audience.
You have to run it past her?
Yeah, I've been told by counsel that it should be something that she signs off on. I disagree. It's my birthday, is what I said we always go through Thompson Coburn for these threesome negotiations.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a mediator?
You should get what you want.
Thank you.
And if she doesn't
I want a threesome and I want one now.
Daddy. And if she doesn't like it, tough toenails.
Thank you.
So she's going to be part of it even if she doesn't want to be in it?
Yeah, that's one of the toughest parts.
Yeah.
Mediator's got a big issue there.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it. Well, too bad. You're in it anyway.
Because it dips into assault and kidnapping and things like that.
And Nicki Minaj mixed fusion Moscato.
Yeah, maybe Nicki Minaj will join us.
Oh, that'd be great.
Really?
Oh,
I think
God.
she's beautiful.
Oh, wow. That was said very,
Well, I
said very mouse-like, wasn't it? It was said very mouse-like.
I don't think that was like a bold take. A beautiful woman.
Okay. Some people like things and some people don't like other things.
She's had some damning things to say about Diddy lately.
But Diddy?
Yeah.
Going to be a lot of people try to distance themselves from him.
Yeah, he's never going to see the light of day.
They're him?
No, there's no way he's getting out of this.
Yeah.
I was reading yesterday that he's in the same jail cell as SPF. Is that even?
Yeah.
I mean, how is that? How they pull that off?
It's like a dormitory. There's like 18 beds in there.
Oh, all right.
One of them.
I'm like, they got what are the chances that those two guys are in the same cell together?
Imagine Diddy,
Nightmare blunt rotation.
Diddy looking over to that guy saying, "Hey, Crypto, you got any mac and cheese over there?"
I like that. Hey, Crypto.
Yeah, then the CEO of that who blew the whistle on him still got 2 years in jail.
Blow the whistle.
She thought she was getting off scot-free. She got 2 years in jail and had to forfeit $1 billion.
Well, she should. They stole it.
I get it, but still, the everybody in the case, the prosecutors and everybody recommended just probation because she turned this guy in. And the judge at sentencing said, "I know everybody just wants your probation, but I got to make an example of you 2 years."
Yeah, good for him.
Please tell me this old man isn't going to defend Diddy. That's some Uncle Moose Knuckle.
Oh, you're kidding me, right?
Uncle Moose Knuckle?
Where was I defending Diddy? If he did everything he said he did, he should go away forever.
Bathrobe.
I don't care who you are.
I went with like a white P. Diddy bathrobe.
Is that Jeff Abe?
Yeah.
I remember that. I don't know what he was talking about, though.
I tell you now,
P. Diddy bathrobe.
everything that I'm reading, and it's just reading, I don't know, I wasn't at any of these freakouts.
You weren't?
No, I wasn't invited.
Would you have gone?
Probably not.
Cap.
That Jay-Z is in a lot of these videos. They tape the freak-offs.
Yeah, apparently this video.
And like 3 different people have said Jay-Z are in these videos. If that's the case.
I'm pretty detached from this whole thing, outside of the fact that he was sharing a jail cell, or I guess room, with Sam Bankman-Fried. What goes on at the freak-off? Baby oil? Baby oil?
Yeah, they found
goes on.
like 1,000 cases of baby oil. Supposedly he brings these girls in and either drugs them.
Oh, boy.
Or they all just pass them around. And most of them are, if they're drugged, they're like almost passed out. They don't know what's going on. Or he He threatens them that I will ruin your career. You will never do anything in this industry again. I know you want to try and make it in here. You're done if you don't do this, and just threaten them all.
Hires a lot of them, puts them on a payroll, and then threatens to fire them if they don't perform sex acts on friends and him.
Yeah. Pretty standard,
standard stuff.
Well, abuse of power dynamics, which is what we've seen over the past 10 years coming out. A lot of that is the case.
I just hope that he doesn't Epstein himself.
I read somewhere he's not eating right now because he's nervous someone's going to poison him. That's the report I
think they have him on
this morning.
suicide watch. I think they do that to everybody, though, that's facing this kind of jail time, and they put him on suicide watch. I think he's in the same prison as, what's his name? Yeah, but the guy who killed himself, wasn't he?
Epstein?
I think he's in the same prison Epstein was.
Oh, great.
Supposedly, it's the worst prison in the world. Correctional facility. They got rats. You can only flush the toilet 3 times a day between 18 people. The food is terrible.
They got 18 people in one cell?
It said it's like a barracks form, whatever that means.
That seems awfully dangerous.
Yeah, but they're not in the Gen Pop. That's why they're in there.
Don't say Gen Pop.
I had a feeling you were going to jump on that.
Don't say Gen Pop.
I had a feeling you were going to jump all over that.
Like you're some prisoner.
That's what they call
friendly.
it.
Okay.
Dufresne over here.
Yeah. Gen Pop. That's one thing I do not have time for is jail. I'm sorry. I don't have time for it.
I think he might play well there.
They were talking about what he's allowed to get from the commissary, and they said, but he's got money, so he can get the steak for $6.95.
They let him take his wallet?
Well, I'm sure he's got money in his commissary account. Everybody else got like $50 in there. He's got $8 billion.
I bet he's pretty close to tap dry at this point.
Yeah.
I'm sure they collected a lot of assets.
Yeah.
A lot of lawyer fees.
Hopefully so. I hope they keep him alive, and I hope they get to the bottom of this and can put an end to some of the debauchery that goes on in show business. They really need to, because there's a lot of victims.
Yeah, I mean, you just teaching a lesson. Just you have all the money in the world and you're that popular, you can't get away with the things that you do.
No.
Strode, let's not throw stones lest we forget when you showed young Perk a photo of yourself in a Speedo during break time. That's from little Tommy Tribbins.
You're an idiot.
Oh.
You're going to compare that to what Diddy does? You're stupid. Allegedly what he did.
Yeah.
And I did it as a joke, so nobody was offended. Although Perk hasn't been back since.
Yeah, we got a little touch
She
of a
won't
freak
respond to Chairman's request for IQ. Is that correct, Chairman? Did she not been responsive ever since Iggy showed the Speedo, or what?
Yeah, been getting a little ghosted.
She thought she was in the middle of a freak fest.
That was a good-looking picture. I don't know what she was worried about.
It wasn't.
I think she was just upset she knew she couldn't have you.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what's going on.
Well, I never said that.
Oh, Doug. Dirty Chewbacca, people are texting in about the Armory shutting down. Dirty Chewbacca
Really?
breaking that story.
Already?
Breaking news, the Armory is shutting down. St. Louis can't have anything nice. They've laid off the entire staff. Doug's Prison Wallet, who is our social media correspondent. Am I right? Or is it Doug's
Doug
Glue
Prison
Guzzler?
Wallet. Prison Wallet.
Doug's Prison Wallet monitors all this TMA social media, I guess, things that we're not aware of. And we appreciate his service. He says R.I.P. to the Armory.
Yeah.
I saw Rennie Knott was tweeting about it.
Oh, is that right? I was
Yeah.
wondering where it was.
Damn. It was a cool place.
When it first opened, they had a lot of cars broken into, and once that gets out there, that's what people think of. Like, is it safe to go down there? Am I going to get my car broken into?
I think parking is a big issue, but maybe there was just nowhere to. There was not nearly enough parking, and they needed to build a pedestrian bridge over 40 to get from the Foundry to the Armory, because you could have like a real great day. You could spend the afternoon at the Foundry, putt shack, go see a movie, go check out all the stuff, the food hall, and then you could walk over the Armory and have a couple drinks. But it was impossible to get from the Foundry to the Armory.
Yeah,
I swear, like that would have made such a difference.
There is a screenshot of a text in Rennie Knott's Twitter feed from Armory Commons. Everyone, I apologize. This is how we have to let you all know this information. As the newest manager, I also apologize. Some of y'all haven't met me. Unfortunately, upper management has informed us we were closing the venue effective immediately. This was the last time we will open the doors. We have closed down, and any shifts past this point, so not need to be covered. I guess do not need to be covered. We wish you well, and I again apologize profusely that this is the way we have to tell everyone. Any questions, please feel free to reach out to any of the management staff.
What a shame.
Yeah.
See, even the people that try eventually put up the white flag. You can't do it.
Such a cool place.
Once you get the reputation of it's not safe to go there, people won't go. At least not enough of them to keep the business viable.
Is that Ferris wheel still work?
Yes.
Every time I've gone by there, it's never on.
Really?
Yes, that works.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anybody riding it. I've never seen it.
How often do you go down there?
Probably in the last month, I've been downtown 5 times. And every time I go by, I've yet to see it moving.
As far as I know, it still operates.
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
That was one of the places that people were going to. I guess not enough.
No, not enough. There's just so many places to go in St. Louis where you don't have to deal with that. If you go to Chesterfield at the factory or the Top Golf or something, you don't worry about getting carjacked or having your car stolen. So why are you going to put up with that? And the answer is people don't put up with it anymore. They just leave. And then that's what's happening all over the city. Downtown anyway, that corridor.
The Ferris wheel's not part of the Armory, Strode. It's from Mr. Bojangles.
I know it's not, but it's downtown. We were talking about downtown, so I just asked the question.
I wonder how the aquarium is doing.
How long did it take to answer the question? Did that bother the day? It spent 5 seconds answering it. Sorry it interrupted your train of thought.
Oh.
Mr. Bojangles, that's an apology.
No, it's not.
Is the aquarium doing okay, you think?
That's not the Armory. Shut up.
But it's right next to the Ferris wheel.
They charge a lot, so I think probably.
Zero chance Iggy has gone downtown 5 times in the last month. That's from Jackson's friend, Sweet Sweet Kai.
Well, I have, so
What were you doing down
there's
there?
that.
What were you doing down there?
One time I went to a concert. 3 times I had to go down there and pick things up.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the other time I was down there. No, I probably was driving to Gateway National. I don't know.
I tend to only go for Cardinals and Blues games, and that's about it.
I mean, I stopped in downtown. That means I went by downtown.
Yeah.
Armory failure has little to do with crime. They built it to be a mixed-use facility with office and residential. The developer ran out of money and had a $30 million bar. It was not going to work.
It was a massive space.
And who is the developer? I'm sorry to
I
crowdsource.
don't remember.
Was that Steve Smith of the Lawrence Groups?
Green.
No. Is he Foundry? I'm sorry, I'm crowdsourcing.
I don't know. We don't know that.
It seemed like Jackson might have information in front of him. That's why I was crowdsourcing.
No, I get it.
Jackson, I apologize. I'm a whore, aren't I?
Well,
You're good.
I'd say even if you spent a lot of money to put it together, if you have big enough crowds going there, it's probably going to cover your expenses.
My office window faces the Ferris wheel. It's on every day. Hey, man, it sounds exhausted.
Well, it wasn't on the days I went by, so it's not on every day.
Green Street Real Estate Ventures is the developer of the Armory.
Green Street, yes.
Well, salute to them for trying. Because that building's sat dilapidated for decades.
I was going to sit dilapidated for a few more decades.
Probably will. Probably so.
Developer was Green Street. They're facing other bills right now and facing major lawsuits. That's from Uncle Moose Knuckle.
Yeah, because I think they do Bar K as well, and that just closed, the dog bar thing.
Tim, whoever sent the last text in making excuses is a communist. St. Louis is no different than Davenport, Iowa. This place sucks. It's sniffing holes, and he was talking about the communists on Twitter who are excited about anti-hands to prove that we're like Manhattan.
I've never been to Davenport to compare it to St. Louis.
It's kind of a boring little city, but
Is
it's...
it? Davenport?
Yeah, I've been to all the Quad Cities over there.
Why the downtown topic again? May I suggest a padded room and ball gag at Gatesworth for the 2 old hags? That's from the Shrewsbury seat sniffer.
Well, it was kind of newsworthy that the Armory closed down.
Yeah, I guess this guy likes what's going on downtown.
Yeah.
That's an interesting.
Maybe he's the
that's
guy
an
who likes
interesting
the
take.
hands.
Yeah,
Enjoy your
interesting
time.
take. Love what's happening downtown. It's great. It's wonderful.
Spin down and text in next time you get your car jacked or shot at. Let us know what happens.
Jackson's spot on about the pedestrian bridge. The Foundry is still hopping because it is next to a bunch of stuff. The Armory is unfortunately on an island. Connection is key for development like that's from Hey Man He-Man.
Yeah, man, because the Foundry is a ton of fun. I love going to the Armory, but I would love to go to both. Like, I'd love to eat at the food hall, hang out at the Foundry, and then walk over the Armory and watch a game or enjoy a drink. But It's like nearly impossible to get there by foot.
Yeah.
I was at the Foundry last night. It had quite a few people there.
Yeah, Foundry's great.
Yeah.
Food hall's outstanding. Jamaican place there. Ooh.
They got about 20 different little restaurants.
Yeah, it's great. It's super cool, but those had to be connected. I think maybe they used to have a pedestrian bridge and it got torn down. I don't know, but that's what they desperately needed.
Well, but who was going to build that?
Probably the same people who built the armory or developed it.
Yeah.
Build another trolley.
That would have been a huge expense.
Sure.
I love you, Doug, but stop beating a dead horse. It's a 636.
Well, the topic came up, and we're explaining why we can't have nice things.
But I guess the premise is this wasn't a downtown crime issue. This was a...
Maybe not. They might spin it that way. I think if you got a really crowded, thriving business, you're not going to shut it down. Even if you got a lot of bills to pay, you're going to use that thriving business to pay off the bills. You're not going to say, oh, this business is going great, let's shut it down. That's not the way it works.
Carlos Spicewinner says, well, big opportunity for the Rascal Flats bar if we want to finally get that off the ground and maybe end that Cardinal curse. Might be the key since we aren't too keen on actually improving the on-field product, and superstition seems to be the next logical place to turn. Some Carlos Spicewinner. Producer Joe's called it, Doug. Mm-hmm. He said once they had Rascal Flats perform in the World Series,
that was it.
They would not win another World Series game. They were up 2-1 in the series. Rascal Flats performed before Game 4. And the Cardinals have not won a World Series game since.
Why did he hate Rascal Flats with such a passion?
I don't really know on
They
that.
were hot.
He disliked so many
while.
things, it's tough to figure out what the reasoning was on some of them.
He just stole my comments.
That's what it was.
Producer Joe stole your comments?
Yeah, because even a couple years before that, I kept saying, why is every time the Cardinals get a NLCS or a World Series, we get country accent here?
So Joe stole that idea.
And then he used Rascal Flats as an example for him. So.
If the old man's satisfied, then everything's just fine.
Thank you.
Well, country is very
Was
popular.
Rascal Flats, were they supposed to open in the ballpark village?
I think it was going to be a little north.
Yeah. Is there any places left in the ballpark village to build anything?
They can always add.
I think they're even talking about building another tower, another residential tower on that property.
Really?
Yeah. Where a lot of the parking is now.
They already closed one parking lot for it. How many parking lots they got?
Well, when they build these buildings, they include parking in the buildings. I think that's the plan, is to build yet another tower.
And that'll probably sell out.
How about this? Foundry works because they have tons of security. I go to the gym there. I've had sex with each of my male trainers, and they can finish where they want. In the Shrewsbury season.
Dealer's choice. That's nice, though.
Gosh.
I heard P. Diddy's jail has an Annie Ann, so there goes that selling point for St. Louis's downtown revival. Mm-hmm. Now, let's get back to getting Ken Diddy a mail-order bride, because that's not creepy. That's from Mario in Chicago. Ken Diddy? And then producer Joe just sent me a clown emoji.
Yeah, well, go ahead. Laugh all you want, but you know it's true.
That he stole all of your takes.
And I wasn't asking for a mail-order bride. Somebody else did. I just looked up a
Were you
site.
asking for a mail-order bride?
We discussed
Your
it.
wife was good with
Yeah, we discussed it.
I think a texter brought it up. I just looked up. There is a mail-order bride place called...
Sure there is.
I think Rose's Brides. Or,
Yeah.
Live?
How much does it cost to bring a bride over?
I didn't dig into it. I just saw there was a website.
They don't tell you the prices on the site.
CKG went in there too.
Yeah, there's a membership fee.
Watch out! Here comes Suckboy Tony.
You have to worry about.
And don't call me Diddy.
Nice little quote right there.
A lot of text coming into the Schaefer Door Company text inbox. The Design Air Heating and Cooling email today is coming your way in a matter of moments. Compete with Kevin Miller. He can clinch a tie with the win today. The morning after at InsideSTL.com. Then Jackson and I go down the hallway. We'll deal with it. It'll be fine. Balloon party coming your way from 10 to 11. Then QFTA, the Tim McKernan Show podcast. Send your emails in. Anything is welcome. Everything is welcome. TMCKERNAN at InsideSTL.com. Schaefer Door Company online at SchaeferDoor.com. SCHAEFERDE. No. DOOR.com. SchaeferDoor.com. Call or text the number they set up for TMA listeners. Specifically, that number is 636-782-3608. It's going to get you the quickest response time. They service all kinds of garage doors for service and new installs. They have Monday morning standby service for those doors that break over the weekend. And they service commercial doors as well. So if you run a business or warehouse with big, tall doors, Schaefer is experienced in these types of jobs. The business has multiple multifamily members working there, big enough to get any job done, but small enough to talk with a person who can have an important question. And their service techs are not commission-based. Schaefer Door, online at SCHAEFER door.com, schaeferdoor.com, or call or text 636-782-3608. Schaefer Door is a Clopay Master Authorized Dealer. Schaefer Door, Clopay Master Authorized Dealer. That's Schaefer Door, text inbox sponsor. And James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency, up to 387 5-star reviews. James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency presents Gabe DeArmond on Mondays on TMA and on Fridays on Balloon Party. Loyal TMA listener, loyal QFTA listener, and sends in questions as well. James Carlton does a wonderful job on the Colonels podcast with Gerard Hamilton. He really does. He does it. I don't know why he's owning a business outside of broadcasting instead of broadcasting itself. It seems like
short-sighted for sure. He ought to get into print media if he wants to really make some money.
Hell yeah.
I like Jackson's hell yeah. It's almost like a drop. 314-961-4800 is how you can work with him. Or go online at carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm. It's the 5P Academy and Hustle and Heart Sports Performance 9 o'clock hour. Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day will be coming your way here in a matter of moments. They expect a 2 Cardinal Way and smaller office building leak soon so that they can get ahead of potential redevelopment on the Millennium site, which is planned to be demolished for future build-out. That's from Heyman He-Man.
Yeah, they've talked about
redoing
the Millennium many times.
But wasn't that just acquired by a company that wanted to connect the arch grounds, right? Last week?
Yeah, I thought it was like a pedestrian bridge kind of situation can be built between the arch grounds and like Clark.
Something like that. I thought the city was going to take it over on eminent domain because the current owners are overseas and have done nothing with it for almost a decade now.
That I feel like that update came like a few months ago.
Yeah. But again, they've talked about this for a couple of years.
Yeah, I'm sure they've
nothing
had
ever seems to
10
happen.
different plans for the Millennium.
I think I read yesterday in the Business Journal there are 17 empty high-rise buildings in downtown right now.
You see any advertising for MICDS?
Didn't. Even that hotel that's there by the Mansion House, that's now empty completely.
Yeah, right.
What hotel was it, the
Crown
Mansion?
Plaza.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
It's
right?
next to the Mansion House.
Mansion House is still up and running.
They're
isn't
still
it?
running, yeah.
Been at many parties there.
Tim Iggy's playing on his phone again. Some Harrison's brother master.
He's like the little pissant kid in class who would tell on you.
I was checking an email. God forbid.
I'm with you, Iggs. Riding with you.
Gateway Arch Foundation bought it. That's from Moses Brown.
Okay.
Moses Brown.
And now what can they do with it?
I thought it was going to be about the arch grounds.
I hope they build like a connecting bridge that people can walk on from the arch grounds to Clark. Because then you have like a real strategy.
Wow. Who would be making that walk?
People from out of town. I don't know.
And they're walking.
It's better than
from
we got going there
They're
now.
walking. They'd be walking from the arch over to the Broadway.
Yeah, Clark or Broadway. Yeah.
And how many people are going to be needed to make that walk? Who's going to be doing that?
I mean, the arch grounds are kind of cool, and then Busch
But
Stadium's
there's
obviously
a way
cool.
to get to the arch grounds now. There's a
I know.
walkway.
I know, but not crossing streets, not crossing.
Yes, there is. There's one that goes right over.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So you wouldn't have to cross the street.
What's cool about it? Isn't it just grass?
The arch grounds, pretty much.
Tallest, biggest.
The arch itself
national
is
monument.
very cool.
Holy
It's
crap! We have a
really
lot of emails today.
Yeah, some new faces in there.
Wow. What's going on? People want to take Kevin Miller out, I guess?
I think so.
Harrison's brother Master is adamant. He wants to know who the email was from that Iggy was reading.
It's none of your effing business.
No,
How
it
about
isn't.
that?
It sure isn't. Let him have it. Let him have it.
Good luck trying to get to my Facebook anymore.
Block him.
Yeah, he's been.
You blocked him? Yeah. How the hell did you get his name?
Somebody on the fan page knew who he was.
Huh.
Bandits?
It was a bandit, yeah. Sent me his name.
Good. He had it coming.
No, I'm not going to out him, but.
Who is the email from?
You don't owe this guy anything.
I'm not giving him what the
No,
email's about.
block
It's
him.
none of his business. If you weren't on YouTube, you don't see. Hey, Tim, look, he's playing on his phone again. Oh, look, Iggy's got 4 cups stacked up like a little kid. Bleh.
They don't say. Bleh. They don't do that.
I do wish we could get a more sustainable option than 4 different disposable cups every day.
Harrison's brother Master says, I'm not blocked. You got the wrong name.
Oh, block them all.
Block them all.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, the best strategy might be to block everybody and then just start unblocking the people you know.
Yeah, just start over.
Work backwards.
No, I know what his name is, and you're blocked, so don't act like, you didn't block me. Yeah, you're blocked.
Guys, I work downtown and travel a decent amount for work. No other city has half of their skyscrapers vacant with graffiti and maybe 7 restaurants in their downtown. And I'm not talking about Chicago and Dallas. I'm talking about Indianapolis and Cincinnati. They both look like world-class cities compared to St. Louis. That's from Sniffin' Holes, and he's the one who's upset with communists on Twitter talking about Annie Ann's making St. Louis New York.
Real quickly, I've been to Indianapolis in the last 2 years. It's cool. I really enjoy the city. I did not think this is a world-class city compared to St. Louis. I thought it was quite similar, matter of fact. I thought there was certain elements were nicer, but I wasn't walking around being like, wow, this Indianapolis has really got a leg up. I think some people can be hyperbolic with that.
But you do agree that Annie Ann's has set this
That's
place
the key.
That's it. Kansas City's downtown puts this downtown to shame.
I mean, I guess.
There's a lot of cities that do.
We got the design, air, heating, and cooling email of the day. Another amazing show today by Tim. So I have emailed Hubbard Management asking if I can come in and have him brand my chest with a hot poker tea like in Yellowstone live on the air for his birthday. Growing up, not even having a mom was no picnic. Maybe it's the reason I email the way I do. I never received oxy, prolactin, vasopressin. Child needs to create a strong emotional connection. And I never bonded to any of my dad's girlfriends. You know what? I take that back. The closest thing to a woman's influence in my life was his boyfriend, Francis, with his thick mustache. He had a Goose Gossage thing going on, and he really stepped up to the plate. He even breastfed me.
Ripped from today's headlines, Goose Gossage.
It was my 18th birthday that made it a little weird. So that night, I asked him to take me to the 1984 Vianney Father-Son dance. In a cruel twist of fate, that was the last night I ever saw him because he cheated on my dad at that very dance. My buddy Butchie asked Francis to dance. His man boobs were still lactating, so Butchie unbuttoned his shirt and started acting like his chest was a Meals on Wheels cart.
Oh.
And then Butchie dropped to his knees and started smoking his pink pipe. I was horrified, but for the crowd watching, it was almost paradise. They were knocking on heaven's door. Almost paradise. How could they ask for more? When Francis inevitably busted loose in the flying lip lock on his love muscle, you couldn't tell where the boob leakage started and Francis' man chowder on Butchie's face ended.
Oh, gosh.
That's our leader.
Is that it? Is that it?
Yeah, well, I got his name. His first name's Dixon, middle initial B, and then the last name's Tween Legs.
Oh. Dixon. Between legs.
A lot of things happened to this guy in 1984 for some reason.
I think it was the Mondale campaign. Konnichiwa, boys. Pitbull Yanker here. I tuned into the YouTube stream from my hotel room in Osaka after slamming 11 Asahi Super Dries and slurping some ramen. Steve's a dork, but it seems like you got things back on track after Monday's debacle. And skimming yesterday's show notes, I see attempts were made to answer hard-hitting questions like, why are there less strangulations and where are all the New York football players? Then you dove into the evergreen topics of coffee enemas and Iggy's Jenny Finch poster. Truly fantastic stuff, and I can't wait to start my binge. But this email isn't about evergreen content because we need to talk about toilets. The chamber pots in the Far East are something special. Even public toilets over here have heated seats, built-in deodorizers, and a temperature/pressure-controlled bidet for your back and front butt.
Oh.
Why are we such savages in the States? Why must we walk around with half-cleaned boy buttons?
No.
Why must we only feel warmth on thy seat when we sit upon thy throne following a portly gentleman? Even Doug would break his rec rules if he could feel the supple flow of warm, purified water along his plump poo pusher.
Oh.
Hell, he'd be like Iggy and never be back from break on time. I say the TMA community needs to take to the streets in support of this superior form of hole cleansing. Doug, what say you? P.S. I attached a cute photo of me I snapped while steaming on YouTube.
Gosh.
There's a reason you can't see my hands. Lols, arigato. And Doug, holy crap, what a
there
picture.
He is. Oh.
Looks like Hannibal Lecter.
Michael Myers.
Look in the mirror when he's got shaving cream on and you just see he's sitting down. Oh.
Creepy,
That's a face mask.
Who sent that in?
0 days since yanking it to Pitbull.
Oh, gosh. 0 days with a disturbing email.
Guys, I still can't get over the fact that Ken took in-studio PTO Monday by not saying a single word until 9:45 a.m. It'd be like if Stephen A. Smith spent his entire show yelling hot takes and Skip's only response was to stare back into the camera, slurping coffee, and then it just ends. And no one from the network management ever mentions it. He's also been on time for every single segment this week, so either he gave up smoking or Tommy finally said, enough. And Monday was his suffer in silence protest to getting his little tushy spanked. I truly hope all is well with Ken. The show is worse off without you. That's from two-time, how about that? I like this. The two-time Dogtown Tie. You like that? The two-time.
The two-time
Ohio State.
Dogtown Tie.
And Young. A sales rep from Country Date has texted me about running advertisements with my next YouTube Whisper adventure, a 12-minute softly spoken journey through the fascinating world of tax law. What can be written off? What can't be? Hell, I don't know, but we finna find out. Thanks, and stay tuned. Number one Asian intern Brian Henson. I'll be using this email as a tax write-off.
Brian Henson.
Ooh, wow. Hubbard Radio Management guy named Tavon. That's a long email. Is that a good one, Chairman?
It's all right, but for time purposes, we might skip it.
I'll play long.
Someone fly out to California and bring Maddie back to St. Louis. We want to see attractive people telling fun sorority stories, not four goblins talking about Wade Boggs. And somebody find Andrew Marsh, too. I long to caress his biceps and lick his perfectly sculpted buttocks. The listeners crave sex appeal, but instead we got four dudes who probably smell like day-old sourdough bread. You guys literally look like walking yeast infections. There's a 0% chance your cramped little studio doesn't reek of coffee farts and menthol breath.
Stop giving us the business.
I've met shower curtains with more personality than you doorknobs. Go on goodorbad.com and you'll see that one review stated, I wish radio had never been invented so I didn't have to listen to these ill-prepared dumbasses on TMA. It's almost like they didn't even know they were live on air. Harsh but true. If not for Tim, you other clowns would be wards of the state living off government cheese and hummingbird food.
Like Robin?
Oh, by the way, I've got some framed posters of my gaping brown hole with just a hint of milky white seepage.
Oh.
Does Jackson DeGeneres want one for his new apartment? That's from the JV golf coach.
Gosh, that's mean.
Airball.
JV golf coach.
Hey, Zaddies. Heard you guys might need some extra help on Friday's show, and by that I mean I heard Iggy suggest that Tim and Jackson's absences be filled by two of the current targets of Strode's Loads. Strode's Loads is, of course, his weekly Facebook Live show where he has guests on to dish and spill loads of gossip. Geez, Doug, it also refers to the women he imagines while he's lying spread eagle on his smoke-stained apartment carpeting, grimacing and furiously masturbating. I'm available to fill in. I can tweet a bunch of pictures of my legs while I'm at the pool. Ruin me, Strode. That's some gluten-free jerk.
Oh, gluten-free jerk.
That's the last part,
New.
right?
And finally, a few things to clear up. I won the May 2023 Milagro Tequila Lister of the Month, but have not won since, as Jackson gets a kick out of awarding it to the people who barely participate in the show.
Right.
Like Balloon Party fan page moderator Tiny Peepee, or the lady who let us know that Stephen A. Smith was on General Hospital.
Both quality winners.
At this point, I'd say Listener of the Year is probably Mr. Lixus to lose unless Tucker ratchets up his game down the stretch. Maybe he can call in as RJ, the cocaine-snorting dental equipment salesman who just got out of the strip club and hasn't gone to bed yet.
Bring him back.
Iggy admitted he's never heard of the bands, The National, or The War on Drugs, then trashed me for seeing bands he hasn't heard of. Note, Kyle Madison is my friend from Minneapolis, not a band. Then a few minutes later, Iggy talked about how you want to get to Evolution Fest early to learn about bands you haven't heard of. Then he mentioned how he discovered this band full of young girls opening up for Bush and Nine Inch Nails, the latter of which hasn't played St. Louis since 2013. He's a horse's ass for doing that!
Oh.
Ours is the type of presentation where the listeners feel free to drop in at any time and stumble through an incoherent humble brag recap of their weekend at the Grove on mushrooms. I'm a Stephen Wildwood fan. I attended his Sausage Fest Listener of the Year party. I enjoy mushrooms, and even I was confused as hell during that call. Let's ease up on the shrooms, do a key bumper 6, and get back to work. Okay, gotta go now. I need to pick up some worthless, unauthenticated memorabilia so this lonely guy will stop pestering me and then ogle the attractive wives of my Facebook friends. Doug, that's Buck Swope, and that's what we have for the design area.
Nice little email. I hate to do it, but I got to vote again for Miller, Dixon between legs.
And you like Butchie and that guy Francis?
I didn't like it. I just thought the email was, well crafted.
God, I'm just There's nothing.
Well, you got to come up with something.
2-minute drill here. Tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, I'll go with Miller.
Oh, my God! He just clinched the tie!
Oh, did he really?
Wow, Kevin Miller. This is his time. Harrison's brother Master said he's on his phone again.
Yeah, I was looking at 9 Inch Nails when the last time they were in St. Louis.
Jackson, I got to go. We got 7 minutes. The show's over. Bye.
You're hearing TMA all day on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Featuring the morning after live from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then a full show replay from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.